For one final time this tournament, hello and welcome back to Goal Score. Welcome to the final of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. It's Spain and Argentina who meet here in New York, New Jersey for this final. Of course, Spain had to beat last time France. Argentina got past England in the series to make it to the final. Of course, Spain last won this trophy in 2010, the only time after beating the Netherlands 1-0. For Argentina, you look no further than the last World Cup 4 years ago in Qatar. They did indeed beat France in that one. Of course, this one highly anticipated as expected, and let's get straight into it with the coverage of the lineups. If you're going to enjoy the stream, be sure to drop a like and subscribe as always, guys. Goes a long way. And let me know your score prediction for the final in the chat. The teams are just coming out onto the pitch now, so there's no way kickoff will be in 3 minutes. That'll probably be a couple of minutes delayed, but it's expected for the World Cup final, of course, and hopefully it's going to be a fantastic game. The bronze final yesterday was probably the best we've ever seen a bronze final. A 10-goal thriller. Yeah, of course it's Goal Score, the one game we don't actually cover. Right then, let's get through the lineups on this one, and we'll begin with Spain, who go with the basics really and what they've stuck with most tournament. In goal, Unai Simon, who is going to win the Golden Glove at this year's competition. 6 clean sheets for them. The only goal they've conceded at this year's World Cup was to Belgium during the knockout rounds. Pedro Porro remains at right back. Barsi and Laporte the centre halves of Spain, and they have been the mainstay figures in this side. Cucurella had a fantastic tournament. He'll have a big task on his hand today on that right hand side to defend Argentina's right hand side, with the likes of Messi occupying that side of the pitch. Into midfield, it's captain Rodri, who has had a wonderful tournament yet again. Ruiz partners him in that central position with Olmo in the 10. On the right, it's the magic man Lamine Yamal. On the left, Baina, who's had a fantastic tournament as well. Only 23 as well. He's really come into his own on that left wing position. And up top, number 21, Oyarzabal, who has been absolutely exceptional for Spain, who really don't have a recognised striker, but he has filled the boots to perfection at this year's tournament. And of course, 90 minutes away from winning a World Cup after winning the Euros 4 years ago. Now we move across to Argentina. Between the sticks, it's Emi Martinez of Aston Villa. Montiel comes in at right back. Romero Martinez with a partnership in the centre of defence. Tagliafico keeps his place at left back. Into midfield, it looks like it's a 4-4-2 formation. We've got Fernandez and McAllister, the central two. De Paul on the right. Gonzalez on the left. And up top, it looks to be a top two of Alvarez and Lionel Messi. The mini magician taking on this Spanish side, and Argentina looking to go back to back for the World Cup here in the USA. Let's see if they can indeed do that. But some fantastic players on display for this one this evening. The national anthems are just taking place now. Spain just finishing theirs. How are we doing, everyone? Welcome to the chat. We've got Scrinton. How are we doing? Spain to win 4-3. Interesting. Well, if it's anything like yesterday's game, we are in for a thriller. Fingers crossed it does happen and we get a load of goals. Swartz, how are we doing, mate? Good to have you in here. Massive thank you, Evan, for all your support throughout the tournament. 39 days of it. We uploaded, just before I went live, the final question of the day. If you've been following along with that on the shorts page, we did a question every single day of the World Cup. And today was just, of course, the last one for the final. But how are we doing, Swartz? Good to have you in here as always. Dean as well. Fancy Spain tonight. What do you think about the Swans agreeing with FIFA? Elijah Just. Yeah, looks an exciting player, and that right hand side definitely needed improving. So cannot wait to see what he brings to the Swans next year. But yeah, I think I fancy Spain as well tonight. I did say my prediction. I think Spain have been the best side at this year's tournament for sure. Argentina, I mean, they've left it late on every occasion, but sometimes that is the winner's mentality, and you never stop until the full-time whistle. And Argentina certainly haven't at this year's World Cup. I mean, every single occasion that they've got through, round on round, excluding the group stage, they've left it late, either extra time or late on in the 90. So I think Argentina probably going to his favourites. Well, I'd say, yeah, definitely going to his favourites, having just won the previous World Cup. as well. But Spain, they're going to be a tough nut to crack in this one. Of course, a lot of the build-up is regarded around both sides' star players on the wing. Of course, we've got Lamine Yamal and Lionel Messi, and I thought it was AI generated, but you never know what to believe now, and apparently it's actually real. A picture of Messi and baby Lamine Yamal a couple of years ago. Well, not a couple of years ago, you know what I mean, ages ago. But how on earth, like, would Messi have known to have a picture of some child and then been a World Cup final like 19 years later? Like, what? It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, that is mental. Both played, of course, for Barcelona, both making their headline names at Barcelona, and now on the world stage at the 2026 World Cup final, they go head to head for battle for that incredible trophy, which before kick-off was lifted by Andreas Iniesta, the man that scored the winning goal in 2010 for Spain to beat the Netherlands 1-0 in that final. In Spain in 2010, they won every knockout match 1-0. Of course, this time around it's been a bit of a different story, but defensively they have been superb once again. We do expect, I think, Spain first half. Well, I expect anyway, Spain first half to be the better of the two in terms of going at Argentina. Argentina, I don't think they're going to change for what they've been doing all tournament, which is the late show. I do think that will happen once again in this one, but my score prediction was 2-1 Spain. I don't think Argentina will be able to get past this Spanish side, and I do think Spain here will, of course, win the Euros 2 years ago and they win the World Cup today. That's my prediction. If you haven't already, get yours in the chat as well. Okay, so I saw a video as well. They did a big announcement with all the referees in a big room to announce which ref would be a ref in the officiating the final. And there, that's an incredible moment for the guy who is the man in the middle on the pitch today, and everyone involved, really. You know, no matter where you come from, it's when you're in the beautiful game like this, if you're taking part, you always want to be at the big games like this. Being at the World Cup is crazy. Being at the World Cup final, yeah, that's something to really write home about, isn't it? Okay then, it appears we are almost ready for kick-off. Luis de la Fuente with Spain, the Spanish genius, at this year's competition and at the Euros, versus Lionel Scaloni, who of course has had major success with Argentina, most recently at the World Cup, but Copa America as well has seen Argentine dominance in that one as well. Okay, so they're just going through the lineups as well. Also in the chat, let me know, you watching on ITV or BBC? Because I've gone BBC because obviously no adverts, but I was really intrigued. I think both are showing it, but let me know in the chat which service you've decided to go with. I've gone, as I say, BBC, but you never know. ITV, are they doing a better coverage? To be fair, the ITV studio, of course, was out in America. BBC are just using a green screen, of course, but yeah, let me know in the chat which way you watching it, if you are watching it in the UK, that is, for them channels. Okay then, here we go. Spain, Argentina, the 2026 World Cup final. History about to be written and created. Who will write themselves in the history books on the world stage forever? We're about to see how this one and how this story unfolds here in New Jersey. Capacity of 82,500 here, 26 degrees. Of course, we'll have the water breaks, the hydration breaks. Donald Trump will no doubt make an appearance towards the end, and you just know the FIFA president will be in attendance as well, who, if you tally up all the miles he's done, he could have gone around the earth 2.5 times with the amount of travelling he's done on his private jet. But they're all conversations for another day, and it's the blue and white of Argentina who get us underway here at the 2026 World Cup. These are the games that are talked about for years and years to come. Will this one be another blockbuster moment in the history of the beautiful game? I expect so. And if you want to enjoy, drop a like and subscribe, guys. The World Cup final is finally underway. 6 minutes after schedule, but on World Cup final day, anything can happen. We do not mind. We're all here and expecting the unexpected. Go on, BBC No Adverts. That was my thinking, mate. That was my thinking. May as well. So Spain, early doors on the ball at the back, as we expect them to try and dominate the ball, dominate possession, and Argentina, they'll have the quality and look to go a bit more direct. We've seen it in every game where Messi has to save them basically in every game, and he has done. The best left at this World Cup, but has he got the magic to get Argentina over the line yet again? That is the big question. Right, let me just get that advert off, and then as soon as that's gone, we can get the live ticker for you on the bottom left, and you can follow along with the match at home as well if you are not watching it. Here's Ruiz in midfield here for Spain. Loose pass towards Porro and intercepted there by Gonzalez, who was a substitute late on against England in that semi-final, and actually did quite well in that one. It was quite a heated start in that one, wasn't it, between Argentina and England. Loads of fouls being committed, but second half we actually got to see quite an entertaining match of football. Emi Martinez on the ball now, and I think it's 7 of the start 11 for Argentina. Won the World Cup with them 4 years ago. But to left hand side, Tagliafico skips past Porro. First real attack of the game. Alvarez, subject to a lot of interest during the transfer window so far, but still remains an Atletico Madrid player. Martinez out to Tagliafico, stretches, retrieves the ball. And McAllister and Argentina just trying to settle the nerves. No doubt there will be a lot of nerves in the early stages of this one. And every player just looking to get an early touch of the ball, calm themselves down, get into the flow of the match. Enzo Fernandez out to the far side, and Argentina moving the ball really well here, but Spain staying organised. And one of the best out of possession, I think, in this year's World Cup, which is why not many of the teams score goals against them. Only one conceded, as we say, 6 clean sheets at this year's World Cup as well. Of course, it was Emi Martinez with Argentina to win the Golden Glove at the 2022 World Cup. So maybe it's meant to be. The Golden Glove winner, whatever country he plays for, they win it. And will it be Spain today? That's an early indication to potentially be in yes. Tagliafico on the left. Welcome in, Josh. How we doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. Paul on this left-hand side there from Argentina, gifting Spain a throw-in. And Pedro Porro at halfway. Goes back to Kabasi. All the way back to Unai Simon. And a big topic at the World Cup for Spain, especially, has been their goalkeeper department, which is absolutely stacked, of course. The likes of David Raya won the Golden Glove in the Premier League, of course, as we all know. Won the Premier League with Arsenal. Champions League finalist with the Gunners. And hasn't appeared at this year's World Cup, because Unai Simon is preferred for Luis de la Fuente. But he was the chosen man as well during the Euros. And de la Fuente, tactician, knows exactly what he wants, and has got Spain a lot of success, and potentially even more here tonight. Here's Dani Olmo in midfield. Up towards Oyarzabal. First attack for Spain. Lamine Yamal trying to work his magic early doors. Gets it back from Yamal! Oh, save from Martinez. But I tell you what, that was the closest we've come so far in this one. And Lamine Yamal was ready to make a headline there. Olmo, great give and go from Lamine Yamal with Olmo. Yamal got it back in the box, but his shot was easily collected, and they've won it back in midfield here. Rodri into the box. Lamine Yamal looked to put it back across the face of goal, but Romero was in the way, and Spain are really starting to find their rhythm here in New Jersey. Paul there from Kabasi. Gives it to Alvarez on the left-hand side. Unai Simon's come a long way. Cleared it straight to Argentina, and Spain rescue possession. My word, what a start. Only 5 minutes in, and it's as if we're in the 85th minute, yeah? The way the intensity of the game is. Really quick start. And of course it was a fast start yesterday between France and England in that one. Goals galore. 10-goal thriller in the third place match. As Didier Deschamps said goodbye to France. Of course, that will be his final major tournament with the French national side before Zinedine Zidane takes over later on this year and for the foreseeable. Bainer on the left, got Cucurella on the underlap. Goes back to Ruiz instead, and Rodri changing the point of attack out to the right. Lamine Yamal. Back to Rodri again. Good start here for Spain. Looking to control the intensity of this match and work their way through Argentina. And their press is intense here. Argentina, we saw it against England, but Spain are a different breed, aren't they? Always known for their possession-based football. Fast-flowing. Olmo in midfield. Back to Cucurella at left-back. And Laporte finds Kabasi now, and Spain looking really comfortable. Although Argentina are pressing quite up the pitch, and they found the spare man here with Rodri in midfield. Over halfway he goes. Lack of support ahead, and has to try and pick out a pass, and he's done pretty well to deflect it into the path of Cucurella. Spain building on this near side here. Pedro Porro scored against France, looks for a give and go, gets it back on the edge of the box. The referee says no foul there, and quite a controversial decision. Well, that's a left-hand side there for Nico Gonzalez, but left his eye off the ball there. Yeah, Pedro Porro, big part of Spain and their success at this World Cup from right back, but he has been absolutely outstanding. I think both of the fullbacks of Spain, if you're doing your team of the tournament, I don't think there's been any better fullbacks than the Spanish pair here in the USA this year. Here's Alexis McAllister of Liverpool. Dispossessed too easy there in midfield, and Spain have it back. Spain, Oyarzabal. Try to get out to the right hand side, but Tagliafico beats Lamine Yamal to it, and Argentina win a free kick. First time for a sip of water in this one. Great start to the game though. Really high tempo. Just what we wanted here. Yeah, Simon coming out of his goal was the biggest chance Argentina, if you want to call it a chance. Biggest chance Argentina have had, and of course for Spain, Lamine Yamal in the opening stages had that shot deflected into the gloves of Emi Martinez. But apart from that, nothing clear cut in front of goal from either side. And Spain in midfield, not like them, but they've a little bit of miscommunication. Gifts Argentina a throw in high up the pitch here on this near side. And Tagliafico will come across for this throw in for Argentina. Back to Martinez, across to Christian Romero, who wants out at Tottenham Hotspur this summer. An interesting transfer rumour to follow there in that one. Martinez again. Left hand side, and Tagliafico goes behind him and out of play. Yeah, Donald Trump is indeed here with the FIFA president and with the World Cup trophy as well. In a booth up in the heavens shit. This incredible stadium. That's one thing I don't think anyone can fault the USA for. The stadiums have been all incredible. Of course, Mexico and Canada are also participating in this World Cup hosting. Their stadium's really good as well, but I mean, when you go to the USA and see these stadiums, it's just a different class, isn't it? Emi Martinez here for Argentina. It's a left-hand side. Long ball forward into the channel, searching for Alvarez. He's done well, and so has Pedro Porro to regain possession here for Spain. He will build back once again. Cucurella. Rodri, the spare man. Floats one out to the right hand side, searching for Lamine Yamal. First touch is non-existent, and quite poor there for Lamine Yamal. A player of his calibre, as highly rated as him. You expect him to do a lot better with that ball coming over the top. And so far, Tagliafico, that's been a good battle between them two, but Tagliafico probably winning that battle so far. McAllister up towards Gonzalez, but that one back by Spain again. A lot of turnovers in this one, the possession. Now Cucurella on the ball. Midway through the Argentina half. Laporte. Bainer now on that far touchline. Throw in Spain. Good evening, Scrinton. How are we doing? Good to have you in here. Spain to win. Yeah, I think so. I think they will. They've started the better of the two sides, but still quite even. Porro. Long ball forward, searching for Bainer. Over Montiel it goes and bounces nicely for Bainer. Falls back straight away though. That's the only thing with modern wingers. They don't tend to take their man on as often as you'd like. Ruiz ball into the centre, and it's behind for a corner by Martinez, the Argentina centre half. Martinez over his own goal line. Well, his own byline, not goal line. Lisandro Martinez there of Manchester United. So first corner of the game, and it goes the way of Spain. Alex Bainer goes across for his set piece duty. Spanish fans in the New Jersey heat here. Bainer, one arm into the air, floated towards the back post, brought down by Olmo, and his touch is good, but pinched off him by Alvarez on defensive duty. Still in possession of Spain here as they switch the play from left to right. Lamine Yamal dancing feet and out to the right for Porro. Back with Lamine Yamal, wins a throw in here for Spain. Really good play from Lamine Yamal there. And as you'd expect, of course, a game of this calibre, security is on high alert, and looking at the amount of police officers and stewards they have, it's absolutely crazy. I'd like to know how much they have to pay in wages to security for this game and how many members of security have been required for this event. Must be talking at like tens of thousands, surely. So ball back here with Spain, and Unai Simon finds Kabasi once again. And Rodri's just dropping deep here into that third centre-half position to let the full-backs, Porro and Cucurella, stretch the midfield and allow Spain to move into them spaces when they advance the ball forward. But Argentina's press there is pretty good, and they're able to force Spain long. Argentina winning a few headers, but finally brought back onto the grass by Cucurella and Rodri. Rodri out to this right hand side here for Pedro Porro. Advancing up to Oyarzabal. Poor first touch and allows Lisandro Martinez back in possession. But Argentina, every time they're on the ball, they rush it forward, you know. Olmo caught there by McAllister, almost not happy. Spain aren't happy, and the referee does indeed award the free kick the Spanish way. And McAllister there with a late challenge there. Oh, he's got to go in the box for that, surely. He's got to go for a yellow, that. He's not been bucked. How on earth is that not a yellow? Ah, double standards, isn't it? Double standards. Well, I hope to see then the next one go the same way. If he's not going to award yellow cards for that, he's got to be consistent now throughout the whole match. That had to be a yellow, surely. Ball goes long for Spain on the left channel and all the way through to Emi Martinez, the Argentine, 23. Known at the 2022 World Cup for his haircut with the Argentine flag on the side, wasn't it? I think he had the same haircut at this World Cup as well. Haven't seen a close-up. These Argentina fans inside the stadium are bouncing around though, like they've already won the competition. They really are the 12th man for Argentina. Messi, as soon as he gets on the ball there, gets body to the ground, and Alex Bina happy to commit the foul there on Argentina's mini magician. And 16 minutes into the match, 0-0 it stands, but in the World Cup final, absolutely anything could happen. Of course, it ended 3-3 back in 2022. What an incredible game that was. But in the end, it went Argentina's way in the shootout. World Cup finals tend to bring quite a few goals in the last couple of them. Hopefully this one is the same, but with Spain, they don't tend to be involved in that many goals today. Ball over the top there for Argentina. It's a waste of a free kick from Argentina. Gonzalez over the top, floated it through. Was searching for Martinez on the back post, but too much on it there from Gonzalez. And Spain building back now from the back. Porro on this near touch line. Long ball into the channel, searching for Lamine Yamal. Better touch this time. You've got Tagliafico to beat. Great hold up play here. Ball into the centre, and Emi Martinez dives on the cross and stops it. Going from Spanish winger to winger. Good play there from Lamine Yamal. Great first touch. Allows him to carry on his run. We have got some great battles between full-back and winger in this one. Of course, you've got for Spain, their wingers Baena against Montiel on the Spanish left, the Argentina right, and on the right for Spain, Lamine Yamal against Tagliafico, and then for Argentina, you've got De Paul versus Cucurella, and a bit of Messi, of course. They both occupy off that side, and then Argentina on the left, they've got Nico Gonzalez and Julian Alvarez, who tend to occupy over there against Pedro Porro. And here's Gonzalez here, going to get forward, but pushed off and recovered well by Pedro Porro for Spain. Advancing through to Olmo. Now Lamine Yamal, and free kick given the way of Spain eventually. And now the challenges are starting to fly in this one. The excitement, the passion, all coming through in this one. And as you'd expect in an event just like this. Well, Gonzalez wasn't even looking at the ball. He was just looking at Pedro Porro there. And then he was surprised when the ball hit him on the shoulder. Alex Baena in midfield here for Spain. Ruiz finds Cucurella on that left touchline. Baina's making a run inside, and there's a lot of movement in the final third here for Spain. Baena against Romero, and Romero wins this one. Yeah, a lot to talk about Argentina going into this one. Of course, they held a political flag at the end of the win against England. And, of course, Spain did the same, didn't they? Was it against Gibraltar? A couple of years ago? Yes, it wasn't a World Cup match, but still did it. And the Spanish players got banned, didn't they? Well, for Argentina, you'll notice that they're all still playing. And they said they'll investigate it after. And Trump has said that if they win today, they welcome them to hold the same flag up again. Which I think is absolutely crazy. The amount that America and FIFA have favoured Argentina throughout this competition, that's probably the main reason I don't want them to win this. A lot of Messi fans out there will want them to. Unless you're an Argentine fan or hate Spain, then you'll want Argentina to... Then you'll want Spain to win, won't you? But yeah, I just think it's a lot goes in favour of Argentina at this World Cup. Too much. Just double standards yet again, isn't there? Double standards for Argentina. And plus, it would be nice to see a new name on the trophy for a while. Yes, Spain have won it before, but we're talking 16 years ago. So it would be nice. And Lamine Yamal, the story there and everything like that would be absolutely brilliant to see. Olmo finding Lamine Yamal, and one back in midfield by Messi. And Argentina, and Messi hasn't been on the ball too much for Argentina, and he's having to drop into midfield here just to try and get on the ball. Spain have done really well in the first 20 to keep him quiet. And if you keep him quiet, you've got all the chance in the world of winning this most prestigious prize in international football. 21 minutes played here. 0-0, approaching the first hydration break of the game. But really, from a tactical aspect of this one, of course, both sides know at half-time this half-time break is going to be, double what it usually is. It's usually 15, so now it's going to be half an hour break during the interval. So why are you not going full hammer at them in the first half? You know, you got half an hour during the break to recover. A third of a 90-minute game to recover during half-time. So there's no excuse for the intensity level or anything in the second half for dipping or anything like that. And the first half, it should be just as intense in my opinion. You know, there's no excuse when you have a half an hour break and hydration breaks. You know, we should be getting fast, free-flowing football here from both sides. Well, that's what we want anyway, of course, but it hasn't quite been the story of the World Cup, has it? Of course, the only game Spain haven't won at this year's World Cup was their opening match, Cape Verde 0, Spain 0. And Spain win it back, brilliant ball over the top towards Oyarzabal, and the ball ends up in the gloves of Emi Martinez. Oyarzabal didn't know too much about that. And nor did Spain, really. Rodri just hooked one over the top of it. Found Oyarzabal against all the odds. Ball back here with Unai Simon. Spain will build again. Laporte to Rodri. Argentina sitting deep inside their own half. Rodri allowed to roam through. Trying to find that spare man after our Spain. Cucurella. Left hand side. Cross is blocked by DePaul. And second corner of the match goes the way of Spain yet again. This time on its near side. And good play from Cucurella. DePaul with the block. And it should be the final moment of the first quarter at this year's World Cup. Of course, Spain will be co-hosts at the next one, along with Portugal and Morocco. That'll be a very interesting World Cup in 4 years' time. And they could be the World Cup champions and holders as it goes into that. Cross goes in, and it's a poor delivery into the gloves of Emi Martinez, who's taken his time before getting this ball out of his hands. He's still on the ball. He finally drops it. I was going to say, he's getting close there to the 10 seconds. Here's Martinez. Now Tagliafico in midfield here for Argentina. Enzo Fernandez hucks one into the air, and he's been really, really poor in my opinion this World Cup. Alexis McAllister just hasn't impressed me at all. He was brilliant at the last World Cup. Absolutely fantastic. But this World Cup, he's just really disappointed me. Hydration break. There we go. First one of the match. So first quarter coming to an end. 0-0. So we will quickly do a little stat update for you all. As always, if you're enjoying the stream while there's a little break, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. It goes a long, long way in supporting the channel. We did aim to try and hit 2,500 by the end of the World Cup, which is of course today. It's quite a steep ask, but you never say never. 19 in a day. Yeah, it's probably not going to happen, but if you'd like to try and increase the chances, then be sure to subscribe. It goes a long way. Thank you very much, guys. Right then, stat update at the first quarter point. 62% possession for Spain, 0.1 XG. They've had one shot, one on target, 6 touches in the Argentine box, 88% pass accuracy and 2 corners. For Argentina, 38% possession. Haven't had a shot, haven't had a touch in the Spanish half, and 83% pass accuracy. They've had 87 passes completed, Spain's 150, so almost double the amount of passes. And yeah, not many chances in the final third. The only Spanish shot was, of course, Lamine Yamal 5 minutes in, where his shot was deflected into the gloves of Emi Martinez. But that is the only chance for Spain so far, and the only chance of the match, really. Let's go through some insight facts. So Spain have kept 6 clean sheets in 7 World Cup matches this summer. And Spain have not trailed for a single second across 7 World Cup matches this summer. Spain have faced a combined XG of just 2.1 across the World Cup matches. That is, I believe, the lowest. Rodri's 694 passes in tournament is a tournament high since records began in 1966. Messi has 8 goals and 4 assists this tournament. Of course, Mbappe scored 2 last night against England. So if Messi wants to win the Golden Boot, he has to score a hat-trick tonight to win it, 2 to equal it with Mbappe. Yet again, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Did Mbappe win it in 2022? I think Mbappe won it, didn't he? It was only behind me. Mbappe won it with 8 goals. Messi must have had close to it. Messi has scored or assisted in all 9 of his last World Cup knockout appearances, dating back to 2022. That's an interesting stat to keep hold of. But so far, he has been kept quiet by the Spanish. And only 6 touches, only 1 touch over halfway into the Spanish half. That tells you all we need to know so far about this. Is that Spain are keeping Argentina and their magic man Messi very quiet so far. Never get too carried away in the World Cup final. The way I'm going, I might have to refill that at half time as well. We have got a quiz ready for you during the break as well, because it's going to be a lot longer as well. So I'll probably get a water refill before the quiz starts as well during the break. Gets you guys a chance as well to get any refreshments while I do the exact same. Okay then, Argentina going to foul against them. I think it was handball, was it? Not gonna lie, I didn't actually see. There we go. Long ball over the top. Yeah, handball by McAllister. And that one, 12 people joined the stream. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Oh, short back pass there from both Kubasi and Julian Alvarez. Just not quick enough to pounce upon the Spanish error. But you can definitely understand what Lionel Scaloni said to his Argentine side during that first hydration break of the match. He's saying, not again, guys, you know, because every single game in the knockouts, Argentina have been absolutely dreadful first half, and then second half, the late show. But they don't want that to happen again in the final, where it matters most, of course. This is what both sides have been aiming for since the first day. We are now on day 39, and it's on day 39 where a champion will be crowned at this year's World Cup. Spanish bench there was up in arms after Tagliafico dragged down Lamine Yamal. That battle on the right hand side for Spain continuing, and Lamine Yamal starting to get the better now of Tagliafico in terms of winning fouls, getting past him now. He's starting to get the better of the Argentine fullback. Ball back here for Spain. Kabasi finds Pedro Porro up towards halfway. Spain advance. Kabasi once again. Well, do you think we're going to get an opening goal before half-time then? Let me know in the chat. And if so, what minute do you think the first goal will be scored and what player will hit the back of the net? Emi Martinez closed down by Yarzabal, but had enough time to get the ball moving, and they're just not on their toes, your Argentina. They're quite flat-footed. They're not expecting anything, and Spain are anticipating the ball to be kept moving, and Argentina rushing it forward, and Spain often pick it back up quite quickly after losing it. Their press off the ball is really impressive, the counter press. Really good. So Pedro Porro in Spain for a throw-in on the near side here. Rodri, Porro crosses the ball into his own box, but works out for Cucurella and heads it back to Unai Simon. The most unorthodox move, but it's worked out well for Spain, who advance over halfway. Cucurella finds Alex Baina. Now Rodri. Welcome in, Convenient Chat. How are we doing, mate? Good to have you in here. Hopefully you're enjoying the final of the World Cup. Let me know your thoughts on the tournament. Lamine Yamal ball through, and it's looked promising for a slight split second there. Dani Olmo, but just run across him. And out of play for an Argentine goal kick here. 6 votes. Let us know the votes so far then. Who's winning? I reckon majority probably think Argentina probably going to win it. I think Argentina go into its favourites, that's for sure. But there's not much between them. Long ball forward there towards Julian Alvarez, who won the first header, but Argentina cannot keep hold of possession for long, and won back here by Spain. Now it's Kabasi. Advancing out to the right. Pedro Porro. Down the right hand side, tried to get past Tagliafico, but Tagliafico wins the battle on that occasion. Keeps the ball moving for Argentina with Romero into the corner he goes, and under heavy pressure from Spain, Romero finds the pull. His ball down the line. One back by Spain, high up the pitch. Cucurella here. Edge of the box. Rodri. Argentina have bodies back, but Spain want the opening goal here. Brilliant bit of skill from Baena, and cross into the box isn't as impressive. Hits the chest of Christian Romero. But Spain have the ball at the back once again. Really good football from Spain. You know, possession football, but looking to not just have the possession count, but they're looking to create with possession and have the ball with intent of actually doing something with it, not having the ball for the sake of it. And this is how football should be played, in my opinion. Entertaining. The wide players and the attackers really exciting. Of course, it's never going to go back to how it was before I was alive. Apparently, it was really, really good from highlights I've seen and people I've spoken to. But the best in my lifetime was probably the 2010s until about 2017. That's when flair really exited the game, and then your wide men would just do the basics and pass back and all that. But in the modern day, a lot of teams try to play the same way as Spain are playing here today, and Spain just do it the best, don't they? They do it the absolute best. Argentina have a free kick here. It's almost at the halfway line now, but they will try and create something of danger. Lionel Messi goes short from it, working the angle. Back out to Messi on this left-hand side. Gets past Lamine Yamal, but can't get past Kabasi. Ruiz caught in possession and fouled. Free kicked in quickly. Now here's Ruiz, and Spain will look to go forward once again on the right-hand side as Rodri finds Olmo. Porro's ahead along with Lamine Yamal. Olmo in a pocket of space though, and he's got time. Finds Rodri again. Really is that engine for Spain, isn't he, Rodri? He's absolutely everywhere all the time. And he just keeps them ticking over. It's a fantastic link from back to front. There's Rodri. Ball at the left-hand side here for Spain. Cucurella looking for Alex Baena, who's at the edge of the box. Cucurella made a run down the line, and now he's found he might be offside, but for now Cucurella, ball into the box. Away it goes, and indeed the flag does go up. He made a run early and then stopped, and then he got the ball passed towards him, so let's see how far off he was. Oh, I tell you what, I think he's actually on. He might have been on. I didn't understand on this occasion why they let play carry on until the attack finished, but Argentina, Romero and Martinez are sitting very deep there. I'd like to see Spain win it. Come in chat. Spain, I think. Fingers crossed. Let me know who you think will win it, and who you want to win it as well. Let me know. Good game so far though. Just need a goal. That's the only thing we are missing. 10 minutes before the break here. Of course, we'll have an extra 3 at least due to the hydration break. And then we've got the half an hour interval where they're going for American football style half-time show, first in World Cup history. But of course in America, on their soil, we do it their way this time. Half-time show, quarters, all of that. Spain at the back, Unai Simon finds Kabasi, now Pedro Porro yet again. Long ball into the channel, this time searching for a Yazabal, and he dropped deep and Olmo occupied that typical number 9 role temporarily. And Spain's press is just so intense and so good. Enzo Fernandez caught on the ball in midfield. Olmo, Cucurella, lovely bit of skill there, and gets taken out and wins his side. A throw in on the far side. Great play there from Cucurella. Lovely little flick round the back. Montiel able to recover by putting the ball out of play. How's the game going so far? Yeah, quite even. I think Spain definitely the better of the two sides and deserve to be in front, but there's only been one shot in the game. But Spain looking more threatening, they're looking to take the more risks. Argentina are just playing it safe at the moment and just trying to keep Spain out. But no, good game so far, to be fair. Spain looking dangerous, and here they go again. On the left, Olmo finds Cucurella. Ball into the centre is hit the heel of Romero. Cucurella tries again. This time uses Olmo. Floats one into the back post, and Lisandro Martinez is there first for Argentina, who look to get the ball down the line, and they do just that. But Rodri does well to shield Julian Alvarez from the ball. Throw in Spain once again. And Spain really are starting to turn the screw now, aren't they? They're surely only a matter of moments away from scoring. They are looking really, really good. Ball on the left once again for Spain. Fabian Ruiz. Cucurella finds Alex Baena. Baena with red shirts to aim for in the centre. Baena might even go alone. He tried to pull it back for Olmo, but was read by Argentina. Ball back with Pedro Porro here on the right hand side. Kabasi to Porro. Fair few goals. Yeah, fingers crossed. Not yet, but I imagine second half the game will open up towards the end, I think. Oh, brilliant play from Spain. Yazbal short into the gloves of Emi Martinez. First big chance for Spain of the match since the 5th minute. And lovely bit of one-touch football in midfield. Found a Yazbal. He took it first time. And he made Emi Martinez make a save. It was basically straight at him, but still had to be saved from Argentina's 23. I do have a feeling this one could go all the way to penalties tonight. It definitely has that feel to a game where it could be just really, really equal. And at the end, all the goals are scored. Long ball forward, searching for Alex Baena. One back by Montiel, and now Argentina look to finally put their mark on the game. They haven't been impressive at all, Argentina, so far, but still 0-0. And now Messi on that far side now, in that roaming position. Of course, when the formations come out, he's starting up top, but you know Messi likes to find his own position and pick his own pockets. Here is Messi. Finds Alvarez. Alvarez onto the far side. Looking good here for Argentina. Their first real chance of the match. Cucurella with great defending, and Alex Baena helping out defensively also. Spain win a free kick. I mean, absolutely incredible defending there from Spain as a team. And the first yellow card of the match is issued, and it goes to Lisandro Martinez as well. Yeah, he had to take the card there, Lisandro Martinez. Ayazabal could have caused all types of danger there. Would have thought there'd be goals in this one. Yeah, I thought there'd be goals in this one and not in the game last night. But Spain defensively are very good. So whenever Spain are in a game, there's never too many goals, is there? To be fair. Here's Laporte. That's despite Spain always creating a fair few amount of chances as well, to be fair. Ball out to the left-hand side here. Fabian Ruiz finding Rodri. Cucurella ahead, and good play here from Spain. Forced back to halfway, and Argentina happy for Spain to have the ball here. Spain have that identity, play the same way every match. Argentina, they seem to adapt to whoever they are playing, and they go from there. Here's Cucurella on the far side. Now Rodri once again. Switches the point of attack, out to Kabasi on the right. Ball forward towards Ayazabal. Into the box they go here. Porro floats one towards the back post, and no one in red running across to make an effort. Good ball on the right hand side though. Great play for Spain, and once again Pedro Porro proving why he's so important to the Spanish side, not just in defence but going forward as well, making them inverted runs. Of course, Argentina are going to look at that right hand side of Spain and think, well, Lamine Yamal is going to be the main problem, and they're paying so much attention to him that they're not really focused at all on the inverted runs of Pedro Porro inside of him. Lamine Yamal, pass is blocked. Ruiz flicks it behind him back to Lamine Yamal, and Cucurella keeps the ball moving here for Spain. Will we get a breakthrough before the interval at 45 minutes? Ruiz finds Cucurella, lines up a shot, and it's just wide the post. Marc Cucurella took matters into his own hands there, and he's not far away. The Spanish left back just wide the post, to be fair. Looks closer on the replay than it did on first sightings. Just didn't quite catch it, but he had Emi Martinez worried, and Lisandro Martinez here, the Argentine centre-back, is down here. And Emi Martinez, the keeper, signals for a change towards the Argentine bench. So Lisandro Martinez, his World Cup might in fact be over. Of course, Argentina have got the likes of Nicolas Otamendi on the bench. He featured during the win against England. Marcos Senesi also on the bench. For that centre-half position also. But I think it must be Otamendi to come on. But both are probably as good as each other, really. Well, for Martinez, he is walking off, so that is a decent sign. He just cannot contribute anymore for Argentina. And it is going to be indeed Nicolas Otamendi coming on for a World Cup appearance here for Argentina, for Nicolas Otamendi. Did he play in that final in 22? Let me quickly just check. I think he did. I'm pretty sure he was the starting centre back. Goal kick here for Argentina. So 2022. Yeah, I think Nicolas Otamendi started that game, didn't he? Lineups. Yeah, started with Romero, and it is actually, I'm pretty sure the exact back four as it was starting against that side against France. Midfield of De Paul, Fernandez, McAllister. Of course, the only real change to that start 11 from the World Cup 4 years ago for Argentina is Angel Di Maria not playing, and Dybala not coming off the bench for this one this time round. Ball back here with Martinez in goal. Think about the result yesterday, 2-2. Yeah, I think both of the goals come from good pressing. One before there for Argentina, away by Unai Simon. 4 minutes added on at the end of the first half here. 4 minutes. So a little bit of stoppage time before the half an hour break during the interval. I'll quickly refill some water and then we'll have a half-time quiz to look forward to for you all. So be sure to stick around for that during the break. To help half-time go a bit quicker and a bit more enjoyable. Ball on the far side here. Cucurella gets the ball down the line and it's out of play. Throw in Spain once again. Here's Argentina. A rare attack on the right. One back by Spain easily. Argentina's just rushing their play way too much, aren't they? They don't look comfortable at all. And Lisandro Martinez looks absolutely gutted on the side of the pitch. Can you imagine getting injured in the final of a World Cup, man? I mean, it could be worse. They could be losing and then getting subbed off, and then you really cannot do anything to help. So at least it's still level when you leave the pitch, I guess. But still, you are going to be gutted. But at least he's played, to be fair, because a lot of the players in the squad would have loved to have played. So in that sense, he is still quite privileged, I guess. Ball with Kabasi, looking at another chance here for Spain before the break. Porro. Olmo once again. Fair play to Luis de la Fuente. He's looking the part, isn't he? In a full suit here. In the American sunshine. Free kick given the way of Argentina here in midfield. And I think it's going to be 0-0 going into the break here. Of course, we've got another minute left to play. So still something could happen. But I don't think anything will. Ayazbal there taking a chunk out of Messi's leg. Free kick Argentina. Taken by Christian Romero. Into midfield. Fernandez over the top and finding Unai Simon yet again. Well, I still don't think Argentina, they've definitely not had a shot on goal. Have they even had a touch in the Spanish half? I don't think they have. Spanish box, sorry. No, still none. So Spain have now had 3 shots, 2 on target. Not a single shot for Argentina, not a single touch in the Spanish box from Argentina. So that tells you all you need to know about this game so far. Argentina are going to look for the late show yet again. And Spain are going to try and do it their way, as they have done all tournament long. Final 20 seconds then. It's going to be 0-0 going into the break here at half time. Porro. Over the top it goes. One back by Argentina. Otamendi. Back to Emi Martinez. And that is 49. There we go. Half time in this one. Spain 0, Argentina 0. Not the most memorable half of football at the World Cup final, but one that will be remembered for Martinez because of injury, and Otamendi will remember it especially. Apart from that, Lamine Yamal had an effort 5 minutes in. It was blocked and wasn't much of a chance. 39 minutes then, Spain went again with Ayazbal. His shot fired into the gloves of Martinez, and then Cucurella flashed wide from an effort from the corner of the box on 43 minutes. Apart from that though, it has been all Spain, 65% possession for them, 3 shots, 7 touches in the Argentine box, and Argentina have literally done nothing in the final third. The only thing they have done is pick up a yellow card, but that player has headed off injured. Right then, half time, so I'm quickly going to refill my drink ahead of half time in the second half, of course. So bear with me for just 2 minutes while I go to that, and then we'll have the halftime quiz ready for you all during the break. So stay around and I'll see you in 2 seconds for the halftime quiz. Here we go. Enjoy some music. Right then, guys, we are back, and of course, half time, 0-0 in this one so far. But we have got a halftime quiz lined up for you all, so be sure to get involved. I'll read each question out twice. Some questions may be easy for you, some questions might be a bit challenging. They might all be easy, they might all be challenging. We just got 20 questions, I think it's 20. Well, we'll see how many we get through, really, and see how you guys are enjoying it as we go through. So let's begin, and be sure to get your answers in the chat as well. After each question, I'll read each question twice. There's no options for this one, so just get a random answer, and no one cares if you're right or wrong. It's just to pass the time, and you guys can keep score of your scores as well, and let us know at the end. Right, here we go. Question number 1. Which country has won the World Cup? I can't even read my own writing, can I? Which country has won the most FIFA World Cup titles? So question number 1, the halftime quiz. Which country has won the most FIFA World Cup titles? There we go. That is question number 1 of the halftime quiz. Get your answers in for that one. Yeah, an interesting half football. They're just setting up the halftime show here in the stadium. I think Argentina have just been a bit boring, aren't they? You know, for the sake of the game, World Cup final, it's been really disappointing from an Argentina point of view in the first 45. I think Spain have actually tried to play football. They've actually tried to go forward, but when you've got the quality of Argentina sitting behind the ball, it's always going to be hard, isn't it, to try and break through. So we do need Argentina to sort of try and come out and play a bit of football, which in turn then will allow the midfield to open up a little bit. From a neutral point of view and for a bit of entertainment, that's what you would like to see, but obviously I don't think it's going to happen until maybe the 80th minute, or until Spain finally break through, to be honest. So that's my opinion on that. But I think, yeah, Argentina, it's not been the most exciting first halves, has it? But Spain have done pretty well so far. Yeah, be sure to get your answers in the chat, guys. Question number 1 at the halftime quiz was, which country has won the most FIFA World Cup titles? Be sure to get your answers in. If you're enjoying, be sure to drop a like and subscribe as well, guys. It goes a long way in supporting the channel, and it'd be much appreciated to have you on board on the channel as well. No matter who you support, you're all welcome here on Goals Galore. Great to have you along as well if you do decide to stick around. Thank you very much. So I didn't think they were going to show the halftime show on BBC or ITV, but apparently they are, because, well, this must be it. It's an interesting start to it, that's for sure. Yeah, so this will take about half an hour, so about 9:30 is when the second half will actually continue. First guess is in from Convenient Chat with Spain. Keep on guessing, guys, keep on guessing, get your answers in. Doesn't matter if you're right or wrong, get your answers in the chat, just for a bit of fun. I think we'll probably do 5 on this, and then we'll try and find a quiz on here which I can do along with you, if that sort of makes sense. So I'll start looking for that as well. Just then it's all a bit of fun at half time. Here we go. There we go. So question number 1, the halftime quiz. Which country's won the most FIFA World Cup titles? Of course, that is Brazil. Brazil, I believe, have won it 5 times, haven't they? Brazil. Argentina catching up to that, to be fair, if they were to win today as well. So question number 1, the answer is indeed Brazil. Question number 2, how many host cities are there in total for the 2026 World Cup? Question number 2, how many host cities are there in total for the 2026 World Cup? I'll give you a clue. It's double digits, and it's less than 20. There we go. There are your clues. Double digits, less than 20. How many host cities are there at this year's World Cup? Yeah, just looking at some of the quizzes. Name every side to have reached the semi-final. Can you name finalists since 1930? Oh, we'll do that. We will do that. We'll do 5 questions of the quiz, and then we will end up doing that quiz after this one. So a lot of games to come through half time, people. was going to put Brazil, but changed my mind. Yeah, Brazil, powerhouses. A lot of powerhouses, aren't there, in terms of in the football world. Spain and Brazil both count in that bracket, in my opinion. Brazil, yeah, definitely top of that list. Definitely top of that list. Chat's gone 12. Get your answers in, guys. Get your answers in. Halftime quizzes, halftime show, sorry, in the stadiums. Interesting. There's a lot of people dressed in red. Red and white. Some. I don't know how I feel, about halftime show football. We're used to 15 minutes and then go again. Of course, it was a delayed start to the first half, but yeah, an hour ago right now we started the first half. But yeah, scripting on 12 as well. So question number 2, how many host cities are there in total for the 2026 World Cup? It is indeed 16. 16 for this one. No, I'm not going to try and name them all, but I think there's probably 12 within the USA, and then the extra 4 made up of Canada and Mexico, I'm pretty sure. So something like that. But there we go, 12 for that one. Question number 3. Which famous stadium in Mexico City will host its 3rd FIFA World Cup? So question number 3. Which famous stadium in Mexico City will host its 3rd FIFA World Cup? You can either put the short name or the long name for this, which is quite a big clue in itself on that. A lot of talk about it when England played Mexico there earlier on in the World Cup. Yeah, hopefully they upload the halftime show after the game. It'll be interesting to watch, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. It's just so Americanized, isn't it? It's changing the game too much. Everyone's trying to change it. KSI, I think IShowSpeed's involved in the halftime show as well. I'm sort of keeping one eye on it, one eye on the stream. There's some people I don't even know who are on the screen. Oh, no worries, come in chat. No worries, mate. I'll give you question number 3 then. Which famous city in Mexico City will host the 3rd FIFA World Cup? That is the Azteca, well known for its high altitude in the world, in the game. It's like on a mountain in the background of it, which is kind of crazy for a stadium. But yeah, apparently for the England match anyway, all the doctors were wondering all the health things, health risks associated with all the players for playing that high above sea level, which is, yeah, interesting. Right, 2 more questions until we... Someone's outside. Question number 4 2 more questions until we do the interactive quiz on screen. Right, next one. Here we go. Who scored the famous Hand of God goal at the 1986 World Cup? Question number 4. Who scored the famous Hand of God goal at the 1986 World Cup? Here is your latest question. It is unbelievable stadium, the Azteca, massive. Would love to go one day. That'd be sick. 1250. Great number. Great number. Yeah, who on earth is this guy? Performing at the halftime show. I've no idea who this guy is. Never seen him in my life. The thing is, I'm really, when you listen to music, you know their voice, don't you? You don't really know their face unless you watch the. Well, that's Shakira, isn't it? Unless you watch the music video, you should have a clue what they look like. You just recognise their voice. Yeah, this is Shakira. I know that. There's a lot of people participating in this. It's brilliant to see. It really is the world's game, isn't it? You know, it's like a different language, football, isn't it? As soon as you see someone playing football, it's like an instant connection. Or if someone's speaking about football, it's like a different language, a different world. The football world, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. I don't know who this guy is. Yeah, this got to be the most iconic World Cup song of all time, isn't it? Africa. 2010, before the South Africa World Cup. That's got to be the most iconic one. Question number 4. The answer, who scored the hand of God's goal at the 86 World Cup? It was indeed Diego Maradona. Right then, final question before we do an on-screen quiz. Which one are we going to go for? I'm looking for a good one here. Can't remember what I put a lot of questions down before the start of the World Cup. I'm trying to make sure we don't repeat one. Here we go then. Last one. Who was the youngest player ever to score in a FIFA World Cup? So question number 5. Who was the youngest player ever to score in a FIFA World Cup? There we go. That is your final question. And clue for this one. Legendary Brazilian player is your clue for this one. It's like a pitch invasion. There's a load of players. There's loads of people on the pitch here. They got the Muppets involved as well. No, I'm not talking about some of the pundits. They're on the pitch now as well. Yeah, the World's Game though. The World's Game. And now they've got some flares going up around the stadium. Love spelt out at the halfway line as well. It's great to see, man. Look how much joy football brings to everyone. So the answer to question number 5, youngest player to ever score a World Cup, was indeed Pele. Right then, we'll move screens so we can do the second bit of the half time. Here we go then. Can you name every men's World Cup finalist? There's 13, so we should get all 13 to be honest. Fingers crossed. Let me just make sure I know what I'm doing here. Give me a second, guys. I just set up the microphone on the other screen as well. 2 seconds. Yeah, the absolutely brilliant half-time show at the moment, though, isn't there? Absolutely brilliant. Right, half-time quick. There we go. Right, let's quickly change. Hopefully this works. This screen, isn't it? There we go. And there we go. You should be able to hear me. There we go. Right, so our BBC Sport half-time quiz is: can you name every men's World Cup finalist? So we're going to begin with, well, the teams in this one. So we've got, well, we'll try to do it in order, shall we? We'll try to do it in order. So Argentina won the last one. France won 18. 14 was Germany. I'm looking for finalists. So of course this one is Spain. France, we just put France in, haven't we? In 2018, Croatia. 2014 was Argentina. Then you go 2010, which was Spain, which we've just put in, versus the Netherlands. And then my knowledge goes a bit ropey. 2006 World Cup. Well, I know 2002 was France. Hungary did it in, was it 34, 38 Hungary were. Czechoslovakia made it in the early days. Uruguay won the first one. Italy have won World Cups. You've got Germany, you've got England in 66. Is West Germany a separate answer? Probably. No, they're counting both right. So we're 2 off. We've got Brazil, an easy one. And then we've got one more left to do. Who are we missing? Runner up in 58. God. Runner up in 58. Alright, we've got Brazil, Germany, Italy, Argentina, France, Uruguay, Spain, England, Netherlands, Hungary, Czechoslovakia, Croatia. Who was the runner-up in 58? Because of course we took a big break because of the war. Come back in 1950. 1950, 54. Yeah, Uruguay 50. 54 was... It was Hungary. So winner must have been Italy that year. 54. 58. Who won 58 first, and then we might be able to figure it out. I don't want to skip this. I thought we might have it. 1958. Where are you? Where are you? 54 was Hungary. Runner up. Yeah. 58. Yeah, but who won it in 58 though? That's what I'm trying to look for. Oh, Brazil. Who did Brazil beat in 58? Let's go to the chat. Let's see if anyone in the chat knows. Oh, I can't spell. I don't think it was. No. Oh, mate, I have no idea. I have to skip it, aren't we? Who is it then? Sweden. Of course it was. Oh, no. Right, next quiz. The halftime show is still ongoing now. Crazy. What is going on? Oh, there's an advert. BBC advert. Well, not technically an ad break, but within their own, isn't it? Premier League sign-in, no. Don't want to do any of them. World Cup, man. We want to do World Cup. So if I go here, home, football, quizzes. So Sweden were the only one we didn't get there, which is a bit frustrating to be honest. But we continue going here. Yeah, the BBC are at the game for the final, of course, but throughout the tournament they've had their studio set in England in the green screen, of course. What was the other quiz I saw? Argentina 262 touches, but none in the box. 2 outside the box, but none in. All of these quizzes are pretty dreadful, aren't they? Right, it's not World Cup specific, surely. There's no World Cup match. We've done that, haven't we? All the 16 nations have played at a World Cup. I think we've done that as well. Can name every winner. We can win each winner. We can name the winner. So Uruguay are first. We've basically just done this, but we're just doing it. Brazil, Italy, England. Great if I could spell it. France. To Argentina. Spain. We've put France in yet, and we're looking for side Germany. Bosh. That was quite quick, wasn't it? Did it give you a timer? How quick do we do that? No idea. Why do I keep doing that? If we go FIFA World Cup, then will it give us more stuff? Touch security for World Cup? Yeah, I can imagine. There's long queues to get into New York Stadium, New Jersey. Touch security for 26 World Cup. That's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I did say, didn't I? That must be a lot of people for that. Is it half an hour already? Well, wow, that went really quick, didn't it? That went really quick. Second half is almost ready. Great stuff. Wow. Perfect. Oh, look at the view of the stadium, man. 3 tiers. Oh my word. How lucky is everyone to be there watching their side play? That is brilliant, man. If you're enjoying the stream, be sure to subscribe, guys. It goes a long, long way. Thank you very much for your continued support. And we are almost ready then for the second half of this one between Spain and Argentina. The second half of this 2026 World Cup final. And Paredes is coming on for Argentina. Their second change of the match. Argentina to make a second change. And Paredes coming on, surely for McAllister. I mean, McAllister was dreadful in that first half. I'd be surprised if he stays on. We'll just try and tidy this up. Here we go then. The second half of this World Cup final. Are we going to get a winner in the 90? That's the big question. It wasn't quite half an hour then, was it, the halftime show? Closer to 25. So Gonzalez off. Paredes on. And that is interesting. So what does that do for Argentina then quickly? Let's have a look before the second half starts. So surely De Paul, Fernandez. McAllister then will go on to the left. Fernandez, De Paul in that line supporting Messi and Alvarez. And then Paredes supports the back four, I think. So a 4-1-3-2, just like they played against England, is what I think they're going to be playing here. As the second half gets underway here in New York, New Jersey, in the USA. Who will be partying in the USA in 45 minutes time, if anyone? Or will we have to go longer in this final between Spain and Argentina? Of course, we went the distance back in 2022 to see how the game between Argentina and France would be separated, and of course we had to go all the way to a penalty shootout in that one 4 years ago. That was a crazy game though. Extra time goals as well for Messi and Mbappe, and then penalties where Argentina ran out 4-2 winners in that one back then. Of course, loads of goals in the 2018 World Cup final as well, with a 4-2 win for France over Croatia. That was a really good game. Pogba scoring in that one as well. And then we go back to 2014 where it was a boring 1-0 win for Germany over Argentina. We had to go to extra time. 2010 was the same 1-0 Spain against Netherlands. And 2006 then was the last time before that. We had to go penalties. Italy, France. 1-1. 10 men France in extra time. And Italy won on penalties that year in 2006. There we go. That's as far back as we're going for now. Back to the coverage of this one. And Argentina have got to start stronger in the second half, that's for sure. Because first half they were being walked all over by Spain. But a tactical tweak during the break for Lionel Scaloni sees Paredes come on to try and do what Rodri does for Spain. Sit in front of the back four and just be that playmaker from deep. Try to connect the back to the front, really. And that's what they have been missing so far in this one. Long before there, and Laporte appeals to the referee how he's not won himself a goal kick. And actually, yeah, that will be overturned for a goal kick, won't it? Montiel gets the last touch on that. It's quite clear. Can understand Laporte's frustration. This is the thing though with the VAR involvement. So if they give a corner and it's meant to be a goal kick, they'll overturn it. But if they give a corner it's not meant to be a goal kick, they won't overturn it or something like that. There's only one way it works on it, but it has to be both ways surely, because that come off Montiel. Thankfully for Spain, the corner's not come to anything. Yeah, VAR just picks and chooses when they want to intervene, don't they? 14 votes, awesome. 64% going for Spain victory, and that is the way it's heading because they have been the better of the two sides. But of course, in football, you can be the best, but if you don't put the ball in the back of the net, you can always get punished, as we all know. And the beautiful game hurts you when you're down, and you never get too high because the lows are around the corner, but equally, the highs aren't far away at any moment in football. That is the beauty of it. Ball at the back here for Argentina. Otamendi, who come on for the injured Lisandro Martinez just before half-time as well. Adds a bit more height to the back line, that's for sure, and experience. It's the same back four, I'm pretty sure, apart from the right back, Molina. He didn't start against France in 2018, did he? And already, Argentina, they've only got one substitution spot left to use. Of course, they used the Otamendi sub at half-time, they used Pardes sub. They've got 3 subs left to be made within one slot. And they're already ready to make some changes. So why would these guys not brought on 5 minutes ago at half-time? Argentina looking like they want to go for it in the 90 now. De Paul running back to his own goal. Tripped over by Alex Bain. A free kick the way of Argentina. Thank you everyone for tuning into the stream. Goes a long, long way. Yeah, we could even go to extra time penalties, of course, this evening. In this one. Of course, there was no need for that yesterday. Where England were comfortable. First half. Second half looked like they were going to bottle it and then rescued it late on. Ball up towards McAllister. Headed on to Julian Alvarez. Argentina on the left-hand side. Able to get bodies across. And Spain with numbers back, but starting to panic a little bit. Back to Otamendi it goes, midway through the Spanish half. Argentina's starting to have a bit more of the ball here. Molina. Down the right hand side it goes, and foul. Free kick given the way of Argentina here. Molina started against France, didn't he? That's why his name's in my head. Montiel is the current right back on the pitch. 50 minutes in here, still 0-0 between Spain and Argentina, awaiting the first goal of this World Cup. And as it stands, I do think it is favouring Spain. Of course, Spain, last time they won a World Cup, they won 1-0. Last time Argentina lost the World Cup, they lost 1-0. Spain looking the better of the two sides. Argentina tend to leave it late. Maybe this time will be too late. So I do think it's pointing the way of Spain, you know. I hope so. I hope so. Threatening to kick off here because Spanish players on the floor and a lot of pushing going on. And players are on the floor now with Olmo being pushed over. And the referee is getting the yellow card out for the Argentine players. Tempers are starting to boil over here. So how did this even start? Rodri goes to the ground. Pardes. Well, there's no need for it from Pardes, but equally, Rodri overreacts crazy. But yeah, Pardes is a bit of a clown to do that. Obviously, it is a contact sport, but he's just letting his man know he's there, isn't it? But Rodri does overreact a little bit. Well, I'd say a little bit. He definitely overreacts, but come on, guys, let's just play football. Come on. Both as bad as each other, really. And that's often the case in a lot of situations. Hoping that there is going to be more goals than one. Me too, but I don't think there will be. I really don't. Struggling to see one goal in the 90 at the moment. De Paul back to Martinez. Only as far as Rodri goes. And McAllister able to gain possession back of Argentina. Fight with the ref. Yeah, all over Not a lot though, to be fair. You know, both are as bad as each other. Throw in here for Argentina. On the far side, Tagliafico into Alvarez, and Alvarez pushed off the ball there from the Spanish player, and that's Spain's revenge, isn't it? 1-1 there. Yeah, well, that won't help Lionel Scaloni's side, will it, Argentina? He won't be happy that Paredes has gone on. And within 5 minutes, well, he came on at half-time, didn't he? Within 10 minutes of being on the pitch, he's picked up a yellow card. Scaloni will not be happy about that, will he? It's a silly one to pick up as well. You know, what are you doing? Free it in quickly here, Argentina. Up towards Alvarez, and Spain win it back all the way to Unai Simon inside his own goal. Box, sorry. If he's in his own goal, they're in big trouble, aren't they? Laporte. Simon again inside his own box. Alvarez leading the charge. And pressing quite aggressively as well, but Spain keeping the ball moving at a good tempo, and this is lovely play as it goes forward to a Yarzbal. Edge of the boxes, people left and right. He goes centre. And in the end, Argentina can get it away. Cucurella will go again, and they'll build again. Spain in red tops, blue shorts and socks. Very smart kit. Here's Rodri, the skipper, out to the right hand side. Pedro Porro finds Lamine Yamal. Now Spain trying to turn the screw. Lamine Yamal goes over in the box, but it's never a question of a penalty there, although Lamine himself did ask the question. Cucurella. Finally the ball back in possession with Argentina, up towards Julian Alvarez. Likes to put himself about there, but does catch Ruiz in the... Or is that Laporte? I think it might be Laporte. Catches him. Alvarez quite animated, isn't he? But this bit of play as they broke through from back to front. This is why they want Argentina to commit men forward and press high, like they did the likes against England. Because as soon as Argentina start to press higher and higher, Spain are going to be able to just play right through them. One-touch football, they're capable of it. What a ball that is. Olmo to the byline, trying to pull it back. Cucurella's bursted in. And Argentina put it behind for another Spanish corner. Montiel puts it behind. And Cucurella was making a run. Brilliant ball from Kabasi to Olmo. Pulled it back into a brilliant position just in front of the penalty spot. And the Argentine players are falling one by one. But Montiel stood tall to put that ball out of play. And of course the special World Cup final edition of the ball. But it hasn't seen the back of the net yet in this final. And some more subs, is it? No? Not yet. They did have players ready about 6 minutes ago. Corner goes short this time for Spain. To Lamine Yamal. Working it into a promising area to cross. And it's really poor there from Alex Bainer, actually. Goes all the way across. And very deep ball. In fact, out of play. And now Argentina will be making these changes. And it's number 26. Molina coming on for Montiel at right back. Montiel has had a difficult shift having on that right hand side defence for Argentina, having to deal with the likes of Alex Bainer and Cucurella on that side. And Molina coming on. Let me know in the chat, what minute will the first goal be scored in this match, and who will score that goal? Well, Spain have never seen, well, not in this tournament so far, have Spain seen extra time. They were able to get past Austria in the round of 32, Portugal in the round of 16. That almost needed extra time, but Mikel Merino scored late on 2-1 later on against Belgium, 2 against France in the 90 as well, and then this one, of course, 0-0 as it stands so far. But Spain looking the more threatening. Here's Cucurella. I think the biggest thing will be for me if Spain go 1-0 up, can they deal with Argentina's press and Argentina's dominance then? Because that's all Argentina are waiting for before they start to really commit. And then we'll see the true strength of Spain. And if they keep them out, well, they deserve to be world champions then, don't they? So I think that's all we're waiting on, is the Spain goal. As soon as Spain break this deadlock, which I think isn't too far away, then this game really will liven up. And then on the counter, Spain could be absolutely brilliant if they were to bring on the likes of Nico Williams for Alex Baena with that pace and directness, with Lamine Yamal on the right, Williams on the left. Yeah, then we're in for a proper game, aren't we? Free kick Spain on the edge of the box on the right hand side. First goal for Spain will be in the 73rd minute. Okay. So about 14 minutes away from the opening goal. Fingers crossed. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the stream. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Goes a long, long way. And hopefully you're enjoying the final. Just awaiting that first goal. And Spain have got an opportunity here on the right-hand side. There's a sea of red at the start of the second tier here at the New Jersey Stadium. And Lamine Yamal, the obvious candidate to take this one. Well, that's going to be one of the funniest clips we'll ever see. Referee reached for his back pocket to get, of course, a spray to lay down the marker for the ball on the wall. And he's hit the button and it's gone up in the end. Hit some Spanish players in the face. I think it was a Yarzabal. Oh dear. 15 votes, love to see it. Keep voting, guys. Welcome in, Hudson. How we doing, mate? Long time no see. Hopefully you're safe and well, mate. 1-1 normal time, 2-2 extra time, and Spain wins 7-6 and bends. Wow, interesting, mate. Fingers crossed that happens. That'd be brilliant. Okay, free kick to Spain. Lamine Yamal standing over it. It will be the mini magician for Spain. Into the ball it goes. Deflected to the right is Baena. Wins a corner. No, stayed in place somehow. Like it was destined to go out. And then Argentina won a throw-in. And Julian Alvarez happy with that outcome. And a double change here for Spain. Number 7 and number 20. I think 20's Pedri. And a Yarzabal coming off. Can't quite remember who number 7 is. So Spain making their first change of this one. A Yarzabal and Ruiz off. Yarzabal won't add to his tally at this year's World Cup. Ruiz has done well. Ferran Torres goes into that number 9 spot, where Pedri will replace Ruiz in midfield. I mean, that's an absolute joke of a sub, isn't it? Ruiz for Pedri, both absolutely world-class players, outstanding, and replacing one another on the hour mark here at this year's World Cup final. Ridiculous strength and depth for Spain. Right, the next couple of minutes are going to be interesting ahead of the hydration break, aren't they? Trump will be playing for Argentina at this rate. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's already been one of the most corrupt World Cups, isn't it? So Trump will do anything to get Argentina to win, I'm sure. Lamine Yamal goes down and referee says no foul that time. Goal kick, Argentina. I don't know, I think that's a foul. Lamine Yamal. Well, Alan Shearer disagrees with me. That's fair enough, but I think that was a free kick. Forward there from Martinez. Laporte wins the first contact. One back here by Argentina. Ferran Torres cross Midfield it goes and intercepted there by Argentina. Only temporarily as one back. The red shirts of Spain. Out to the far side it goes, Spain. Pedro Porro. Long ball up towards Ferran Torres. One back in midfield by Dani Olmo. And now Pedri can advance the play to Cucurella. Alex Bainer on the left. He's got one tail to beat. Advantage played for Spain. Pedri. Edge of the box. Goes down as well. Almost shot is spilt by Emi Martinez. Out for a Spanish corner. Emi Martinez with some of the most unorthodox goalkeeping we've seen at this tournament so far. Good shot from Olmo. Bounces just in front of Emi Martinez. Just a lack of concentration really, isn't it? And he makes the hearts of the Argentina players and fans all around the world beat just a little bit faster after that moment. And Spain have a corner. On the far side, Lamine Yamal to take. Left footer in swing corner. Can Spain take the lead here? Laporte, Rodri, Olmo, Torres all in that box. Yamal, one arm in the air, so across the floor, and it's not a great ball, and it's the edge of the box. Back out to Lamine Yamal. Delivers left footed, and it goes, and over the top of everyone. Paredes has to flick it over his own goal for another Spanish corner here. Good ball in. Real quality, real danger. And out of play for another Spanish corner. Well, I was going to say one thing, and it's, is Messi even playing? But Messi is good enough to turn up whenever he wants, isn't he? But so far, he's just not been existent in this game, has he? Spain have done so well to nullify his threat. So the end of the third quarter will be upon us in about 3 or 4 minutes' time. For now, Spain keep on going. Yeah, Messi's playing more in midfield now just so he can try and get on the ball a bit more, but Argentina generally aren't having much possession. One back in midfield here by Pedri. Now Dani Olmo out to Marc Cucurella. Bainer on the far side. He's used here. And Bainer goes the long way round. Into the box it goes and headed behind by Tagliafico. Another Spanish corner incoming. And Spain are really now getting on top of Argentina. They're really showing their class. The only thing missing is that ball to hit the back of the net so far. But no doubt that moment is coming shortly for Spain. And Lamine Yamal goes across to take another corner from that far side. Will this be their moment that they've dreamed of? Lamine Yamal, left-footed ball in, much better this time. Away at the front post though by Alexis McAllister. Headed back out to Spain on the far side, and Lamine Yamal keeps on going through, ships him back in, header into the gloves of Martinez from Ferran Torres. And collected well by Emi Martinez. Straight at him, but still had to get his gloves behind it. Great from Lamine Yamal. He's really starting to step up a little bit now, isn't he? Wasn't too impressed by him in the first half. Had his moment or two, but second half he really is starting to show his quality. So, is he signaling for the hydration break yet? No. Player on the deck here for Argentina. There we go. Second half hydration break. So we will join in on that as well. Okay, final quarter of the match ahead of us. And still, little indication to see who will win this year's World Cup. I say little indication. I refer to the scoreline. But on the pitch, you can really see the side that want to go for it, the side that want to win this. That's Spain. But are they going to be able to get through and score that goal that they're just chasing at this point? I think so. I think they will. I think they'll get it. But for Argentina, they've been so poor. Messi's had 20 touches of the ball. Unai Simon, the Spanish goalkeeper, has had more touches. And Argentina haven't had a shot on target, have they? No, haven't had a single shot, let alone on target. Yeah. Spain with 8 shots, 5 on target. Yeah, they're the ones trying, aren't they? You know, all we want to see is a side try and bring entertainment. A side want to score goals. That's the primary aim of the game, is to outscore the other side. And Spain look like they want to try do that a bit more than Argentina do. Argentina are just trying to stay in the game as long as they can. I reckon last 5 minutes are just going to try and late show again, isn't they? I can see this one going the distance though. I can see it going extra time, penalties. It's just if Spain can score or not, really, is what's going to decide that. Good evening, Daniela. How are we doing? Welcome to the stream. Argentina or Spain for you? Let me know. Many of the celebrities, of course, in attendance for this one. As you'd expect, of course, big names, big game. Another change for... Yeah, more changes for Argentina then. Medina and Simeone coming on for the final 20 for Argentina. Simeone, wasn't that impressed with him against England. Medina as well. Yeah. I don't think these are positive changes. These are the last two. Medina, of course, centre half. So are they going to go for a 5 back? So, oh no, Romero's coming off. Romero and De Paul off. So Simeone goes on the right wing. Medina just slots straight in at the back foot alongside Otamendi now. So both of the starting Argentina centre halves that are now off. Medina and Otamendi now occupy those central positions of defence. And Simeone on that right wing. So Argentina, with 20 minutes to go, have made all their changes. And Spain, I think they've only made 2, haven't they? And Spain looking the better, looking fresh as well. 9 people watching. If you're enjoying the stream, be sure to drop a like, subscribe. Let us know in the chat your thoughts on the match as well. Who's it going to be to lift the trophy, and who's going to be named the greatest nation of the world at this year's World Cup, of course. That's what's on the line. There's a lot on the line. And a winner's medal to go along with it. And to write yourselves in the history books. Not much history has been written so far, though. The page where it will say 2026 World Cup is still pretty much empty. Not too much to write home about so far in this one. But in football, the unexpected can always be expected. Really is never over until that full-time whistle. Argentina on the ball. Emi Martinez out to left back. Tagliafico, the only member of the starting back four for Argentina to still be on the pitch. 3 of their 5 changes have been defenders for Argentina in this one so far. Emi Martinez in midfield. Montiel. One back by Spain and Fernandez. Now McAllister out to the left hand side. Loads of space here for Argentina to break. Simeone racing across. Forced back to McAllister. See what I mean? Not taking on his man. Because the rest is still unwritten. Good song unwritten. Decent song. Now Argentina once again trying to provide the late show. And they're at the edge of the box here, but Cucurella helps Spain out and out to left for Bainer. And now the game really is starting to stretch. Here we go. This is really what we wanted to see at the start of the match. I'm just losing track actually of who actually is still on the pitch for Argentina. Yeah, Fernandez, McAllister, Tagliafico, Martinez, Messi, Alvarez of the start 11 remain. Molina, right back, Medina, centre half. The tension levels rising here for the final moments of the 90 and this year's World Cup. Extra time settled the tournament back in 2014 in Argentina. We're on the losing side of that, of course. Lamine Yamal, and that cross has gone out of play. Not quite what he wanted to do. He's been decent, but he hasn't been world class. At the Euros, he was world class, but he just hasn't quite lived up to the hype at this World Cup. Afraid to say, but I think it is true. I do still think he'll be one of the best in the world, and the next World Cup I think is where a lot of pressure will be put on him, especially Spain home World Cup. Lamine Yamal, of course, be 4 years older and probably in the prime of his career within the next 2 World Cups. You do forget how young he actually still is, don't you? So maybe 3 World Cups. Nico Williams is coming on here for Spain, and Mikel Merino. Merino won the game against Portugal for Spain in the round of 16, and Dani Olmo is coming off for him, and Bain, the left winger, off for Nico Williams. And one thing I enjoyed so much about Spain at Euro 24 was Yamal and Williams on the wings. They were absolutely phenomenal, and I absolutely love watching Nico Williams play. And he's on here for the final 15 of the 90 for Spain, straight away trying to get involved. Now, he on himself can definitely change a match, and he's on here, and De La Fuente certainly feels like he needs his game changers on now to settle this one before extra time. And even the football lottery, as we call it, later on in the match. Ball on the far side here for Spain. They've just announced the attendance. I couldn't quite grasp what they said. If anyone caught that at home watching, be sure to let us know what the number was. Ball in midfield. Rodri floats one out to the left hand side. Here's Nico Williams, first involvement since coming on. Inside it goes, and Pedri finds Cucurella. Pedri finds a bit of space on his own. Pedri, Ferran Torres now, edge of the box. Spain, bit of space for Pedri in the D, shot into the gloves of Martinez. And Pedri claiming he was pushed over, but he was able to get the shot away, wasn't it? And so much space there. Brilliant pocket of space to occupy there from Pedri. Looked for a second like he got away from his man, and then just rushed the shot. Here's Ferran Torres. Loads of space on these Spanish players, and Yamal Williams. Oh. Great combo play there from Spain. Great combo play. Throwing in quickly. They are really looking to ramp up the level shit. Long shot from Pedri into the gloves of Martinez. He spills that one as well. And honestly, Argentina are on the ropes here in this World Cup final. Spain really going for it now as they win another corner, thanks to Nico Williams. And Emi Martinez, the goalkeeping's not pretty, but he's keeping the ball at the back of the net. And Kabasi with the effort. Martinez just flaps at it. I mean, he's meant to be the best goalkeeper in the world at the moment. I don't think the best goalkeeper in the world is flapping like that at a shot. Corner Spain. 77.5 minutes played here. Nico Williams floats one in. Away by Argentina, and the referee is going to ask for a retake here for Spain because he's not happy with what he saw in the middle with the likes of Molina. A lot of movement in the box. And it goes again for Spain towards the back post. And overall the red shirts just about. And throw in Argentina on the far side of the pitch now. 12 minutes left to play then. 12 minutes of this World Cup final. Until we go for an extra half an hour with extra time if it's needed. As it stands, yes. But anything can happen in 12 minutes plus stoppage time. Both sides have got their game changers on. And Spain looking really threatening. It looks like at any moment they could hit the back of the net, but of course they haven't as of yet, despite all their possession and all their chances created. Argentina's still yet to have a shot in this match. And if that's anything to go by, Argentina are probably going to win this 1-0 now, aren't they? Spain have been absolutely brilliant. By far the best performance at this year's World Cup, that's for sure. Most consistent. Williams finds Pedri. Back to Rodri. And out to the right hand side here. Spain moving with Yamal. Porro. Over halfway they go here with Spain. Argentina sitting off. Trying to stay organised and not allow Spain to get through them, but they don't really have a choice at the moment. Spain is just in their rhythm. Rodri finds Pedri out to the right hand side. Great movement. Red shirts in the centre waiting. That ball in isn't awesome, but it's deflected out for a corner from Pedro Porro. And Tagliafico, probably been one of Argentina's best players in this match, to be fair. He's had a busy day to deal with the likes of Porro and Lamine Yamal on that far side. But he has so far done his task so well. Corner for Spain yet again. This time they go short. Pedri in the box. Nico Williams floats it in into the gloves of Martinez. And that happened just in slow motion, didn't it? And like it was destined to be. Martinez able to collect there. Yeah, Simeone there on Cucurella as the ball was bouncing over towards Unai Simon. Simeone was right into the back of Cucurella. I mean, Christ, that's a lot worse than the Paredes Rodri one. Argentina leaving their mark on their opposition. Ref gives them a speaking to. Simon. Kabasi. Downline it goes to Yamal. Now Pedri builds again with Rodri. Spain looking to break the deadlock. Final 10 we're into. Pedro Porro once again. Pedri. Cucurella on the left hand side now. Is there a winner in the 90? Who's going to be the one to write their names in the history books? Pedri to Marino. It's a poor pass from Marino. Argentina won the ball back for a moment and then yellow card for simulation by Enzo Fernandez. He sarcastically applauds the referee as well, didn't he? So, I mean, that is a second yellow. Simulation. And then he claps the referee's decision though, didn't he? Anyone else, that's the second yellow. He is in a way kind of lucky there. Enzo Fernandez butts for simulation inside his own half. Unai Simon. Ball forward into the right hand side and one back by Argentina with Emi Martinez once again. We are still awaiting the first goal here. And Martinez taking his time. Out to the left-hand side defence. Nicolas Otamendi. Back to Emi Martinez. I mean, Argentina have bored the hell out of this World Cup final, haven't they? They just have not wanted to make this exciting. Still no shots at all from Argentina. But Spain go forward again. On the far side. Lamine Yamal finds Pedro Porro. Back inside. It's time for one side to party in the USA in a couple of minutes. But we need someone to produce a late show special. Argentina are the late show specialists at this year's World Cup. Can they do it again? Here's Messi, the mini magician of Argentina. Goes long down the line and won back by Spain. And now Pedri wins the ball. Goes down, wins a free kick. Spain looking to get on with it quickly, but that won't happen. Not if Argentina have anything to do with it. And Enzo Fernandez is riled up for this, as expected. Trump and the FIFA president enjoying this matchup. We had all the goals in a final yesterday, didn't we? With France and England, and none left for this one today. Here's Lamine Yamal. Great ball to Ferran Torres. Cross is blocked, and it's going to be a throw-in on the far side in the corner for Spain. Into the final 5 now of the 90. And I think we might be having a later evening than we all anticipated before kick-off. It looks like this one will be going to extra time as it stands. We thought that was Spain-Portugal, and Spain scored late on. We thought that with Argentina in basically every game at this World Cup, and only a couple of times it materialised like that. Here's Cucurella again, finding Laporte. Cucurella to the Fuente, still at the edge of his technical area, with instructions to be given to his players. Throw in for Spain. Argentina try and kick the ball away, but not far enough to warrant a yellow card. According to the referee, here's Rodri again. What a ball that is, out to Nico Williams. Cucurella on the underlap. Williams might go alone and threaten to chop back inside and back out, but the second part of that move didn't work out for him. Pedri back to Unai Simon now for Spain. Final 4 minutes here. Pedri. How many more minutes do you think we're going to get added on then, guys? I think there'll be about 6 minutes added on. Let me know. Added on time bingo. How long will we get added on at the end of the second half here? New York, New Jersey. Marino finds Rodri over halfway for Spain. Lamine Yamal. Rodri again. Marino over the top for Ferran Torres. Shot, and it's just wide. And he didn't really catch that one well. Bit of a scuffed effort, but just does get an effort towards goal. Just not as good as he would have liked, and it's a good move, to be fair. He's just looking for that second runner off him so he can try and pull it back for them. The shot really wasn't on there, I don't think. 5 added on according to Daniela. Interesting. Let's see. I think, what did I say? I swear I said 6. 6-5. Probably one of them, to be fair. Final 3 minutes then. We are really counting this down. I wish Argentina would have gone for it though from the start, because Spain, fair play, they've gone for it, but Argentina have just been really boring. Pedri. Spain go forward again. Lamine Yamal into midfield. Like, it's not like Argentina don't have the capable squad to compete. Like, to be like this in a final is so boring. It's not even like they're the underdogs or anything as well. Like, people would make them favourites for this game. Rodri. No Argentina fan will remember the performance though if they end up winning. That's for sure. Be harsh on Spain if they weren't to win this, given how much they've tried. Here's Nico Williams, finds Pedri. Bit of space here for Kabasi, but he doesn't fancy taking on a shot. Instead, finds Ferran Torres, and it's cleared away only as far as Lamine Yamal now. Far side, Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal still turning. Rodri. Spain's Ballon d'Or winner. Finds maybe a future one. Williams tries to cut inside, and Molina's got his number on that occasion. And happy to get the ball out of play there, Argentina. Spanish throw it in the corner. Team quickly once again. Laporte now. Spain trying everything they can without overcommitting, because of course if Argentina hit them on the counter and win it 1-0, they will not be best pleased. Kabasi, Rodri, got a bit of space. Rodri over the bar and into the crowd. And too much on it. Loads of space in midfield though. Argentina just fall asleep for a second. And there's so much space between the two centre-halves there, Otamendi and Medina. And Rodri could have gone an extra stride or two before trying to place that one in the back of the net. 89.5. Almost time for added on time. Spain go forward again. Williams dispossessed now. Lionel Messi. Messi twists and turns, and everywhere he looks is a red shit, and does win Argentina a throw-in note. The best he could do in that moment. Yeah, some of the best in attendance here for Spain over the years. 4 minutes added on. Well, it's nothing like Qatar, is it? There is never much added on. It was 4 at the end of the first half, and 4 minutes to decide if there will be a winner in normal time, or if we'll have an extra half an hour to play in the final of this year's World Cup. 4 minutes to play between Argentina and Spain. I think we're going the distance, you know. I think it's going to go all the way penalties. And then you don't get many more pressure penalties than that too. A penalty in a World Cup final in the shootout. How are your nerves? Of course, Emi Martinez was somewhat of a penalty hero during that 22 winning campaign of Argentina. Referee gets hit with the ball, so a lot to debrief here from the referee. Messi was on the deck. So it will be a free kick Argentina, I presume. Right, it's just, to be fair, Argentina have done that all day. Is put a shoulder in on the Spanish players, so it can't just be a single rule for Messi. If he gets hit, oh, guess what? It is a different rule because it's Messi. Has the ref not seen what Parde's done? Parde's got booked, to be fair. Simeone though on Cucurella. Double standards once again for Argentina. And for Lionel Messi. You know, the ref didn't even stop the game. And then, of course, he gets hit with the ball. Should be a drop ball, but guess it's double standards because it's Messi. Here is Messi. Now Enzo Fernandez. Argentina looking to win it with Messi again. Trying to dribble through. Goes down edge of the box. Referee says no foul. One back by Pardes. And now Alvarez on the right hand side. Simeone. Ball into the box. And Unai Simon gathers that one. To Porro it goes. Down the line. Searching for Nico Williams. Spain is 3-on-3 here. Nico Williams on the right. Williams into a good save from Martinez. Forced there from the shot. Oh, that's a late challenge from Simeone. And Simeone is in the box. Red card Enzo Fernandez. He's off. It wasn't Simeone. Enzo Fernandez has been sent off for Argentina. And it has been coming. Red cards. Enzo Fernandez. What have you just done? What on earth is he doing? Talk about head loss. Talk about no composure. Enzo Fernandez, a clown moment for Argentina. Red card at the halfway line, trying to press and just leaves one in on Kabasi, sends him doing somersaults into the USA sky. And another red card here. And Argentina. Wow. Well, definitely a yellow card. I thought it was Simeone, so I thought it was only going to be yellow, but it was Enzo Fernandez. And he's been sent his marching orders. This one won't be overturned because, of course, it's a second yellow card, so there'll be no VAR review. Only if it's a straight red will there be a VAR review. But it's definitely a yellow card. There's no complaints about that. And so was the first one. And actually, you recall, after Fernandez got his first yellow card, he was applauding the referee's decision. And we've seen it plenty of times across the leagues where that in itself would be a second yellow. So, in a way, he's been lucky to last this long. Yeah. Really silly that. Really silly there from Enzo Fernandez, but he is gone. Now, can Spain win it? Well, we'll have to wait a few moments because Kabasi's still down getting treatment. Yeah, ref had to send him off there, didn't it? And now Argentina, are they going to fall again in the World Cup final? Just like 2014, but in 22 they were able to get over the winning side against France. Right then, so you should still have an extra 2 minutes to play. What was it, about the 92nd minute when the red card was issued? And with another half an hour, I don't think it'll go penalties anymore. Spain might even win it 2-0 in extra time, maybe 3. But Argentina are just going to sit back now, aren't they? They're going to hold out for pens. Nico Williams finds Cucurella. Spain with the flair, with the ability, with the talent for sure, but just with no one able to find the back of the net yet. Rodri finds Lamine Yamal. Spain looking for a second World Cup, the first one in 16 years, and Lamine Yamal won't be able to create the opportunity for a winning moment there. But Cucurella might. Cucurella, Ferran Torres goes down and he wins a free kick at the edge of the D. And this could be Spain's moment now. Ferran Torres gets taken out at the edge of the D. This will probably be the last chance of normal time. Pardes with a swipe at Ferran Torres' ankles. He catches him. Clear foul. Definite free kick there. Quite late on him as well, isn't he? Pardes. So here we go. Is this the winning moment at the 2026 World Cup final? Edge of the D. Lamine Yamal standing over it along with Tottenham's Pedro Porro. They've both had their moments at this World Cup, but this one would be written above all other moments in the history books. This one would be a headliner if this one was hit the back of the net. You'd think this one would be Pedro Porro, I think. I'd go right foot Porro. Lamine Yamal might fancy it, but his last couple of free kicks he's failed to get it over the wall. This one now, central position. Martinez stands to the right hand side of the goal as you look at it. Is this Spain's moment for a second World Cup? Porro, yeah, I think it's got to be Porro here, surely. It could be proven wrong though. A moment to change the final, to change the outcome. Referee making sure he's making good use of that, out of that spray, isn't he? Might finally be ready to take the free kick, the final moment of normal time. Oh, referee's not helping here, is he? Here we go then. Lamine Yamal over the wall and saved by Martinez. He went keeper's side. And Martinez still had to make a save. Will we have time for the corner? Surely yes. Lamine Yamal over the wall. Martinez didn't have to move far. I still think should have gone over the wall there. Nico Williams from the corner pulled in and it's away by Argentina. And we will have no longer of the 90 to play. We're going to extra time for the 2026 World Cup final. It will not be decided in normal time. Argentina will have to do extra time with a man less. And their chances of taking it all the way to penalties reduced now. That's for sure. So into extra time we go here then. Between these two sides. The drama never stops, does it? Wow. Well, what a game we have in store here. And let's quickly do a stat update after 90 minutes then. After 90 minutes. 66% possession for Spain. 15 shots, 10 on target, 1.12 XG. 23 touches in the Argentine box. 1 big chance missed. 583 passes, 9 corners. For Argentina, 34% possession. No shots, none on target of course. 2 touches in the opposition's box. No big chances. 268 passes. Less than half of Spain's. 3 yellow cards, 1 corner kick. They haven't even had a shot, let alone a shot on target. Wow. Wow. Right then, yeah, boys. I think now Spain, surely Spain win it in extra time now. I can see Spain scoring 2 or 3. As soon as they get the first one, they'll get another couple. I think. Because Argentina, I don't know, Argentina could do. Nah, it's got to be Spain, isn't it? Spain don't concede, they don't concede goals. It's a horrible challenge from Enzo Fernandez on Kabasi. Sent him flying into the air. Luis de la Fuente will be on his side. Just keep on going. More of the same. We will find our way through. I do think they will. Oh, that's poor from Messi, isn't it? Messi and Cucurella are in conversation as Enzo Fernandez got fouled. Messi, because Cucurella covered his mouth to say something, which players do all the time. Yes, I know there's rules for this one. Messi straight away onto the officials. But nothing happened there for Cucurella. Hard to comment anything on that because obviously we didn't hear what anything was said. Yeah, Argentina massively gone down in my estimations though. Play this in the World Cup final. What do you... imagine being an Argentinian fan, paying money to go to this game, and this is how they perform. You haven't even seen a shot. I mean, that is absolutely disgraceful. Right then, extra time about to begin. Messi and Rodri meet once again at the halfway line to decide kickoff and sides once again. It should just be the same as what it was in the first half, surely. Yeah, Messi's always capable of something, but I mean, he's barely touched the ball in this one. He's been generally one of the worst players on the pitch today. 29 touches of the ball. He's barely been involved. Alvarez has looked good. He's barely been involved as well. McAllister. Right, here we go then. Extra time. Another half an hour. It will soon go by. And I don't think it'll go pens, but we never know in football. It all depends on if Spain can actually convert one of their chances. Let's see if they can do just that, shall we? Well, 2014 went to extra time and got settled. Argentina lost 1-0 in extra time that year. Argentina's last World Cup game as well. That went to extra time also, didn't it? Spain to get us underway during the first half of extra time. Here we go. We are underway. We are underway for the first half of extra time. Spain, Argentina. We still do not know who will go through. Who will win this year's competition, but we do have a few indicators that suggest that Spain are only a few moments away from a second World Cup, because 10 men Argentina haven't done anything in this World Cup match final. Here's Porro. Into midfield it goes, finding Rodri, floats one out to the left hand side. Now Nico Williams will pick up the pieces, finding Molina for company, and Molina leaves one on Nico Williams. Spain still in possession here. Cucurella, Williams. Now Laporte, here's Pedri, Kabasi. Spain just need to keep the ball moving at this tempo, left to right, keeping it moving, looking for the gaps which will appear with the extra man. Lamine Yamal. Inside to Pedro Porro. Ferran Torres knocked off the ball, and Alvarez runs into a red wall there, and free kick the way of Argentina now. Yeah, foul, fair play. Did hit Porro in the face though. Tagliafico went down fighting. And Argentina are going to take as long as they can on every opportunity, aren't they? Every opportunity they're going to take as long as they can. Down it goes from Martinez. Into his left channel and out of play it goes for a goal kick the way of Spain. Yeah, Martinez still got that haircut with the Argentinian flag coloured into the side of his head. Had to make a big save at the end, but hasn't been as good as the last World Cup, that's for sure, for Argentina. They've actually been quite poor in this one, and play comes back, and after showing the highlight, Spain are in the box, and Ferran Torres dispossessed there, and Lamine Yamal, and he's dispossessed as well. I hate when they do that. You're showing a highlight, but the ball's actually in play. I want to see the game. Oh, brilliant there from Spain. Pedri floats one in towards Nico Williams. I thought that was the moment. It all happened too quick to even say a word. Over the top, and Argentina really are living dangerously here. Great ball in from Pedri. Nico Williams, if he gets anything on it, it's a goal. But fair play from Emi Martinez. I was just saying he's been poor in this tournament, and especially this game. But he has just pulled out a great save, to be fair. Tagliafico back to Otamendi. Finds the right boot of Pedro Porro, who turns it out for a goal kick for Argentina once again. Oh, Nico Williams does get something on it, doesn't he? That probably makes it a better save as well, doesn't it? Smaller stuff flex, but Martinez, it actually helps him save it. Free kick the way of Spain in midfield now, at the just below the halfway centre circle. Here's Rodri, Pedro Porro, Porro out to the right, advancing the play. Lamine Yamal now, Porro once again. Rodri tries to float one across, and it's a bit messy in midfield, and he's up front, in fact. Ball went up to him, but Spain do well to get it away from him. Anywhere away from Messi will do for Spain. You never want to speak too soon about Messi. Even when he's having a bad game, all it takes is one magic moment, which we all know he has got. You'll flip the game on its head. Here's Lamine Yamal. Rodri out to the left-hand side, and it's Nico Williams now. Nico Williams dancing feet. Argentina, let's get it away and chased down there by the right back. Fair play. Good intensity there. So 10 minutes until the end of the first half here in extra time. Lionel Scaloni scratches his head. Yeah, Argentina here with a 4-4-1 formation. Keeping it very simple. Porro, ball into the box. It goes, flip through. Martinez comes through it. Drops to Williams. Goal. Referee blows his whistle. Referee blows his whistle. Yeah. For a moment, you thought maybe. But then on second thoughts, you know, it's always going to get ruled out as soon as the keeper stays down like that. The keeper always gets prioritised there, doesn't he? Yeah, ball into the box. Flicked across by Ferran Torres. Takes everyone offset in the centre. Marino gets a flick on it. Martinez fails to claim it. And then... where's the foul here then? Where's the foul? Marino goes for it. Well... I don't think there's anything wrong with that, you know. Williams hits it back. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, we won't go to VAR because it's not a significant error. What the referee's seen is Marino fouling the keeper, isn't he? He thinks he's... when he goes to kick that ball... oh, what? It's not a potential foul. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that goal. From a common sense point of view, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that goal. But because there's not a clear and obvious error from the referee there, this one won't get overturned. It's absolutely crazy. Common sense says it's Spain 1-0, but because of the crazy rules, it won't get done. Fix this, Grinson, yeah. Definitely. Yeah, I don't see a foul. So, more changes here for Spain. Martinez back up on his feet, and Spain will try to put the ball in the back of the net again, and this time hopefully it counts. Zubamendi coming on as well. Zubamendi and Garcia. Eric Garcia, centre half. So, he'll replace either Laporte or Kabasi. And Rodri coming off here. He has played a lot. So, Laporte and Rodri, the ex-Man City duo. Well, Laporte ex-City. Rodri current City. They both withdrawn, and so Garcia comes across to partner Kabasi at the back. Zubamendi will partner. Well, he'll just sit as in the Rodri role when he like for like there. Zubamendi protect the back four, advance the play forward. He's sort of the 6, isn't he? He's the 6. Pedri's the 8, and then the 10 there would be Marino. He's been told that Argie win. Absolutely shocking behaviour overall. Yeah, expected though, isn't it? Expected. Cucurella on the left hand side. Spain go again. Nico Williams lost out on that occasion. Argentina into midfield. Won back by Spain yet again. Porro finds Lamine Yamal. Into midfield it goes. Garcia finds Cucurella. Pedri again. Floats one in towards the back post from Mikel Merino. Away by Otamendi, just about. Hooked forward towards Messi. And Messi penalised for the foul on Kabasi. Well, to be fair, I do think if it was fixed, that one wouldn't have been given. So that one's a foul. Otamendi's got 2 feet off the floor. Of course he's going to fall. You can't float. Of course he's going to fall over if he's hugging someone with no feet on the floor. Oh my god, the common sense of the game is gone, isn't it? It's what gravity does. Porro into the box, back post is Williams arriving, and Argentina get away for now, and Cucurella finds Merino. Now Zubamendi. Garcia moving through. Spain will do it their way, and Pedri finds Zubamendi once again. Kabasi. Space at the edge of the box here. Right hand side. Lamine Yamal. Porro once more. Yamal, and that his eyes lit up, no doubt. But the only thing he's lit up is someone's phone in the crowd after hitting the phone with a ball. That light. Poor phone. Another change here for Argentina. Senesi, centre half, coming on. So that's another centre back change. Oh no, it's Julian Alvarez coming off for Senesi. So Argentina are looking to really hold out now. So now they will go to a 5-4 formation, because of course only 10 men. So 3 centre backs on the pitch now for Argentina. 3 of their changes have all been centre backs, replacing the original 2, Romero and Martinez, the ones that started. Almost at half time here in extra time. Out to the right hand side, and Pedro Porro. Forward for Spain yet again. Now Lamine Yamal. Porro once again. Zubamendi finds Pedri. Now Nico Williams got Cucurella ahead. Williams goes in the box and all the way through. And Merino was so close to heading Spain a goal ahead. Brilliant delivery from Nico Williams, and in the centre Merino was arriving. He does get ahead on it as well, doesn't he? He does make contact. Just glanced wide of the post. So close. So close. What's my thoughts? I don't think it is rigged, because then I don't think they wouldn't have sent an Argentina player off if it was rigged. I can see why the goal's been disallowed. I just think it's really soft, to be honest. And if common sense was a part of the rule book, then obviously it wouldn't have got ruled out. But the defending side are always favoured in that situation, aren't they? But I do think Spain will win this. It's just a matter of time now. I don't think it will go to penalties. Spain will score. Nico Williams again. Spain comes so close on so many occasions. Nico Williams lets take matters into his own hands, and this time that one cleared away. Messi for Argentina. Unbelievable ball out to the far side. Cucurella rugby tackles him, and the ref says no yellow card. So I think that's a definite foul against Simeone. Cucurella gets away with that one. And now Lamine Yamal tries to keep that one in play, goes out of play. And now everyone on the Argentina bench is up in arms. Crikey. The lino give a foul. What's that all about? Cucurella knows exactly what he's doing there, doesn't he? He is watching the ball. It's because Simeone's had one on him before. And Scaloni up in arms. And Tagliafico and Lamine Yamal Kicking off in front of the ball boy there. Well, this game, I think both sides are as bad as each other, really, aren't they? It's probably evened itself out. Whatever you give, they've taken. And Lionel Scaloni has just taken his name into the referee's book. Yellow card against the Argentina manager. So almost half time and extra time. 3 minutes. We only had 4 at the end of the 90. We got 3 minutes at the end of first half of 15 minutes. Crazy. It's because of the goal disallowed, isn't it? To be fair. That's one thing that is definitely better than the last World Cup, is the added on time. It's not ridiculous anymore. They actually time how long the ball has been out of play, and then add that on. Pedri finds Ferran Torres down edge of the box. It's not a foul. Away by Argentina. Long ball forward, and Spain looks to go back up the other end and away, but Argentina win it back in midfield. It's like a game of tennis right now. Pedri for Spain, nudged off the ball. That's fair enough. The referees let plenty of them go. Messi, player on the left hand side. If he can find them, he can find them. Porro's out with him, and Porro's done brilliantly well there for Spain. Get there ahead of him. And Argentina fans starting to believe again now. Can you imagine Argentina win this? Can you imagine? That'd be crazy if Argentina to win this. Simeone, what are you doing? The thing is, by all these players like going down so softly, they're just forcing the ref to make a decision every time. That's all they're doing, and they make themselves look like the clown on TV and to the world. That's all every player that ever goes down softly does, you know. They're just trying to force the ref to make a decision that he doesn't want to make. And to be fair, he has handled quite a bit of this game quite well, because it has been quite a difficult game to referee from his point of view. But I think he's got the big calls right, to be fair. I don't agree with him with the goal though. I think the Spain goal should have stood. But you can understand why it hasn't. You know, if he give the goal, VAR wouldn't overturn it, and because there's no clear and obvious error from the referee made either way. But I do in some ways like that though, because there's been an over-reliance lately in the last couple of years on VAR, and so it makes the referee on the pitch scared to make his actual decision. Half time in extra time, 0-0. 15 minutes to go until a penalty shootout between these two sides to decide who will win the 2026 World Cup final. 15 more minutes. I'll stick to it. I still do think Spain will win it. I think I've said that since the very start. Since days ago I thought Spain were going to win it. I still do think Spain are going to win it. But Argentina are just going to make it really difficult now, last 15. That next 15 for Argentina is going to feel like an hour. But the world has all eyes on this one. It could go to another penalty shootout. The last World Cup did. Are Spain going to be able to do it? If it goes to pens, well, Spain's penalty takers are... Well, Lamine Yamal's definitely going to take one. Out at the start 11. Lamine Yamal takes one. Nico Williams off the bench, he takes one. Porro probably takes one, I imagine. Marino will take one. And maybe Pedri. And then for Argentina, well, Messi's 100% taking one, isn't he? McAllister takes one. That's 2. Who else would take one? Simeone probably. Pardes would definitely take one. It's 4. And the 5th one probably be someone like Tagliafico or maybe Molina. Someone random would take the 5th one. Interesting. Still, they didn't use Lautaro Martinez though. Of course, the red cards hinders that, but yeah. The final countdown, it is indeed the final countdown to see if there will be a winner in extra time now. So after assault, I think it's both ways though, isn't it? It is both ways. Spain have been as bad in some instances, I think. Here we go then. Second half of extra time. 15 more to be played. 15 more to be played. Final countdown's been playing for ages, yeah? Come on. There we go. Right. The second half of extra time. These Argentinian fans believe 15 more minutes until a penalty shootout. At this point, I hope it does actually go pens because it'll be something nice to look forward to. Welcome in, Lurkon. How are we doing? Hoping Spain nick it in 120. Yes, Lurkon. That's what we want to see. Come on, Spain. I really want Spain to win it, to be fair. They've been much the better side. Come on, Spain. Hopefully well, Lurkon. Thanks for joining, mate, as well as everyone else joining. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, we're heading for penalty shootout in this one. Unless someone can nick a goal in the next 15 minutes, which will decide this World Cup 26. At the moment, the history books, the pages are empty because this final hasn't been won with many headlines made. So far we've had the Enzo Fernandez one, which makes it onto that history page, and a goal ruled out, and that's about it. Spain to the back post, header across, drops, goal, Spain 1-0, and it's Ferran Torres with a goal, and finally Spain have a way through, and it could be the goal that sends Spain on their way to a second World Cup. Ferran Torres with the goal. He's faced so much criticism at Spain during the tournament, but when it matters most, he scores for Spain. And a moment where Argentina have crumbled the most. This after the restart, Spain knew they didn't want this one to go to penalties. And as it stands, Spain are on their way to a second World Cup win. Argentina lost in extra time 12 years ago in 2014 to Germany. As it stands, they're going to be doing the same here in 2026. And Spain have taken the lead. Ferran Torres taps the badge. Brilliant ball in from the far side. In from Porro. Back post was Williams. Unselfish. Heads it back into the space. Argentina are lazy defensively. And Ferran Torres, left foot, smashes it into a net, which was waiting for the ball to hit it. And all the Spanish fans here that have made the trip to the USA erupt here in New Jersey. Absolute limbs, absolute cinema here in New Jersey. Ferran Torres takes out the corner flag in his celebrations. And why wouldn't you? A goal in a World Cup final. It means so much to these Spanish fans. Disgusting cheats Argentina fully deserves. I agree, Lurkon. They have throughout the tournament, not just. I think this game they've both been as bad as each other, but throughout the tournament, I agree. There's been a few dodgy decisions in this one, but it won't stop Spain. 1-0 Spain in the final. Here we go, Argentina. They have been the providers of the late show at this year's World Cup. And, well, here's the cue. Argentina free kick now. Into the box it goes for Argentina. They're going to throw everything at it now. Nothing to lose. It's a World Cup final. They still, after 108 minutes played, have yet to register a shot in this match. That there, the header in the box, was their second touch in the Spanish box this game. What an absolutely awful performance from Argentina in the final. And they deserve nothing less at the moment than to lose. Now, it's not me being like salty or anything. I haven't got anything against Argentina. I'm saying from a neutral perspective, they've offered absolutely nothing. And if you're an Argentinian fan, you must be absolutely, ashamed of this performance from Argentina. They've literally not been brave in the performance. Literally nothing. They've offered nothing. They've let Spain run all over them and completely embarrass them in the final. We'll see some nasty Spain haramble. Can you imagine now? Final 10 minutes. Torres. Yeah, he's going to run for everything now, isn't he? He's got his World Cup goal. He's not going to want that to be taken away from him. That could be the history-winning moment for Spain. 16 years without a World Cup. Sounds similar to England, but that was 60 years, isn't it, this year? Argentina, though, they never give up. They always play to the whistle. That's what we know from this year's World Cup. And they go again here on the left-hand side. Spain equal to it. With every single ball that's put their way. Spain match it with a defensive action. Otamendi. Left-hand side. In midfield. McAllister. Over to the right-hand side, and it's into the gloves of Unai Simon. And Unai Simon just waiting for Messi to come across for picking it up. There's always one chance left, though. You always get one chance. So no doubt Argentina will have a chance. I'm a big believer in you always get one more chance. I mean, the limbs in the stands with all the ex-players of Spain, that is brilliant. That's brilliant. Argentina will have a chance. They will have their big chance. It's just if it falls to Messi or not is where they score or not. You always get a big chance. And with 10 minutes to go, the clock is against Argentina. Will Spain get their second goal and seal the game up? I think they might. Because Argentina have got nothing to lose now. You have to go all for it. Spain win a free kick in midfield. Now it's their turn to waste some time. How do Argentina like it now? McAllister, I think he's just been in the yellow. Did McAllister just get booked? I think he did. Pretty sure he has. As always, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Marino, he goes down. Advantage played for Spain. Argentina committing quite a few fouls now. Zubamendi. Marino. Back to Porro. Lamine Yamal. Pedri once again. Cucurella's in space on the left, and it's worked out to him via Ferran Torres and Garcia. Williams. And the Spanish fans will lay in every pass. And why wouldn't they? Enjoying the closing moment shirt. Iniesta in 2010. Ferran Torres in 26. Spain will never say another bad word against Ferran Torres ever again if it ends 1-0 here. And their last World Cup win in 2010 ended 1-0. And Argentina's last World Cup defeat ended in a 1-0 defeat after extra time. The stars are aligning. Maybe it has all been written out perfectly. And we're just seeing the script unfold here. The old versus the new. Lamine Yamal versus Lionel Messi. Well, Emi Martinez decided himself where he's going to take the free kick. From the edge of his own box. That's not where the foul was. Where's the line? Oh, enforcing the information there. They're through again. Here's Spain to win the World Cup. Ferran Torres a double. He scored again. And it's 2-0 Spain. It's offside. It's not 2-0 Spain. I thought it was. It did look too good to be true. Ah, yeah, he's off. Yeah. He scores it anyway. Of course he is. He's full of confidence right now, isn't he? Full of confidence. Messi out to the right hand side. Of Argentina got a goal left in them. Oh, Nico Williams leaves one on the Argentina player. Is going to flare up, yeah, is it? No. Paredes doesn't like it back, does he? Nico Williams left one on him. See, this is what I think is quite even. They're both as bad as each other, but obviously Argentina are always first to strike and then Spain will reply. 6 minutes left here. Free kick is poor and goes straight back out to them. Back to the keeper Martinez. Out to the right hand side defence. Argentina needs a goal now. They need a hero. They need a magician. He's on the pitch. But he's had no influence on the game so far. But now he might have an influence. Messi cross into the box. Blocked out for a corner. Away from Garcia. And Messi and Argentina have got a corner. Taken short here. Messi receives it back and whips one towards the back post. Oh my word. Was curling into that top corner, and Unai Simon had to be short. That'll probably go down as the first shot of the game for Argentina. Whether he can as a shot, I'm not too sure, but it's really did get caught in the air, didn't it? It sort of floated in and stood still. Final 5 minutes then. Final 5 minutes. Can Spain hang on? Can Argentina reply? Is there a response in them? Is this Messi's farewell? Of course. Ronaldo said that's it. Done for him. Is Messi joining him there? Messi, of course, at 39. He'll be 43 at the next World Cup. Of course, Ronaldo's left at 41. Nico Williams on the left-hand side. Chops inside. Oh, that's absolutely brilliant. For the World Cup for Spain. And oh my word, what's he done? We'll forget about the end, Nico Williams. Brilliant chop inside. That was absolutely class. And then he went to do it a second time and he's come off his right foot. Could have been the goal of the tournament there. Well, Kylian Mbappe, I think we can safely say now Messi's not going to score a hat-trick in 4 minutes. But you never put it past one of the greats. But I think even that might be beyond him. Simeone keeps it in play here. Argentina, they're not done yet. Shot blocked. And Marino, full Sadek here. He's taken out. Was it Messi with the effort? Yeah, it was. Spinning ball. That one probably was going in the back of the net. No, Messi. And Marino. That is what you call body on the line defending for your country. Ten people watching. If you're enjoying the stream, drop a like and subscribe. Argentina about to lose another World Cup final. Spain about to win their second. And the stars really have aligned. Spain 1-0. But there's so much more to it than that. Back in. Oh my word. The second goal for Torres, he's offside by his shoulder. His shoulder is offside. Of course, Spain beat the Netherlands 1-0 in 2010. Argentina the lost World Cup defeat in the final was against Germany in 2014 after extra time 1-0. What's the score? It's meant to be for both of them. Thank you very much, Daniela, for tuning in once again. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully see you down on the first. I haven't got my ticket yet, but hopefully soon. Probably sort it out tomorrow now, after all the World Cup stuff is done. And then, yeah, Birmingham as well on the 8th. I'm not sure if tickets are on sale yet for that, but probably be going to that also. But yeah, hopefully see you, Daniela. Have a fantastic evening as well. Ball didn't go out of play. Okay, no corner for Argentina then. It's going to be a drop ball. Porro and Paredes will contest it. No, it's given to Paredes. Argentina allowed the play. Molina to Otamendi. Now or never for Argentina. Blocked out of play it goes. Throw in Argentina on the far side. They're in a hurry. They've got a man down. But they still have that fighting spirit they've shown all tournament long. Maybe this was just one step too far for Argentina. Free kick Argentina. Foul by Williams there for a nudge. Which the referee, that's the only thing he's not been consistent about in this game. Are the nudges of the ball. Referee, fair play. Going back to where the free kick should be taken. Fair play. Messi always does that, doesn't he? He tries to knock the ball forwards for a free kick from where it should be taken. But not on this time, Messi. Goes short. Back to Messi it goes. Messi allowed to run onto it. Down line it goes into the box. Argentina across the field. Goal. Oh my word. Just wide. Just wide. I think that was their chance. I did say you always get your chance. And I think that was Argentina's chance there. Crossed the face of goal with real power. And it could have gone anywhere. And it went wide. Oh my word, that wasn't close. Messi and Argentina have a corner. We're into the 120th minute here. We're about to find out how many minutes we have added on. 5 more? Where they got 5 from? That favours Argentina a bit, doesn't it? Messi. In it goes. I can't see where the ball is. It's out of play. Another corner Argentina. There's so many bodies in that box. You just cannot see it. And Spain are starting to panic. And Argentina are desperate. Another corner for Argentina. This will have to be retaken. Referee sorting something out in the centre. Into the final 5 minutes of added on time. Of extra time of this 2026 World Cup final. Can Argentina break Spanish hearts and force it to penalties? Messi for the corner. In it goes. Over the bar. Over the bar. I think it's Simeone. Simeone over the bar. Has to get it on target, doesn't he? He just swipes at the ball. Doesn't realise how much time he's got. Good ball over. Just in front of the penalty spot. And he's on the half volley. He's hit it at the bottom of the net, so it's always rising. Yeah. He's hit at the ball at the bottom, so it's always going to be going over. And Spain will be relieved to see that one go, but the tension tension levels will be rising, that's for sure. And Spain go again on the far side. Spain into the channel from Porro. Won back by Argentina with Tagliafico. Back to Emi Martinez. They've got 3 more minutes if they want to rescue the defence of the World Cup. Number forward there. 3. Not 1. Otamendi went down to the deck, but referee is against giving a free kick there and instead throwing Argentina. At the halfway line they go. Argentina. Messi. Finally starting to have an impact on the game. But it took him maybe too long. We'll find out now. Spain with the extra man. Argentina with the late show. And that's pulled from Argentina. Off the ball foul means free kick Spain. I mean, what do you do? You're in a World Cup final. You've got, 3 minutes left to play. Well, 2.5 minutes, let's call it, left to play. And the ball's about to come into the box. You decide, let's foul someone on the edge of the box and stop my team having that chance. What are you doing? I mean, Spain will be happy, but Argentina, it's just not meant to be for them. But they haven't given it enough. They haven't deserved to win it. You can't win if you don't shoot, you don't score. And, well, they haven't had a shot until second half extra time, have they? Only after Spain scored did Argentina have a shot. Argentina up towards halfway it goes. Free kick one at the halfway line for Argentina. 80 seconds remain. Long it goes. Simon comes a long way. Simon claims the ball, drops to the floor, and we'll take a couple more seconds off. McAllister had a few words with him there, but McAllister has to hand over the trophy soon. Long ball forward there. Spain on the left hand side. Nico Williams might go to the corner. Instead he goes back to Cucurella. And they've got 60 seconds left now, Spain, to tick down the clock. They've brilliant in possession. Need to be brilliant in possession for one more minute. Argentina losing grip of the World Cup. Long ball down the line towards Ferran Torres. Heads towards the corner. Big tackle. Cucurella tries to recover the ball. Free kick Argentina. 30 seconds remain. And Martinez will take it from the halfway line. How many yards is Martinez trying to gain? What? And the Spanish bench are on the pitch because, well, Martinez is taking the mick there. Come on. Oh, my word. Place the, Martinez may as well place the ball in front of the goal and take the free kick from there. That's it. Spain have won the World Cup. 16 years since their first, and they've added another one. Ferran Torres, the hero. Argentina lose grip of the World Cup, and it's Spain's World Cup. It's Spain's day. Spain, they had to do it the hard way. They had to have extra time. Argentina were giving them a few nerves late on, but Argentina only registered their first shot of the game after the Spanish goal in extra time. It's Spain who have won a World Cup for the second time, and the second time the scoreline has been 1-0. Argentina down to 10 men, and they just couldn't cope with how good Spain are. Spain celebrate the 2026 World Cup. Lamine Yamal becomes the youngest player to ever win a Euros and a World Cup. He's only, 18, 19, Lamine Yamal? We'll find out for you now. He's only 19, and now he's won a Euros, a World Cup. What is next? Nothing for him on the international level. He's already won it all by the age of 19. Absolutely ridiculous for Lamine Yamal. What a career he is living. It's Lamine Yamal's world, and we're all living in it. That's the way I think it's going at the moment. Absolutely incredible. But more than that, Spain looked absolutely brilliant. In 4 years' time, they aim to, of course, protect their World Cup. Something Argentina couldn't do today. But next time, it's on Spanish soil. Is that Messi's last dance on the world stage? At 39 years old, he'll be 43. Next time the World Cup comes around. And I think that's it now. I think Ronaldo called it a day. I think Messi's going to call it a day as well. Tensions were flaring up all throughout the game. And even words being exchanged now at full time. Wow. There we have it. There we have it. In the end, it's Spain's day. Ferran Torres written himself in Spanish history. He will always be loved in Spain now. He'll never have to buy a pint again. He's had a lot of stick as well throughout the tournament, Ferran Torres, but not anymore. Incredible. What a final as well. Argentina were there to bore it out. I mean, if I was an Argentina fan, I'd be absolutely gutted with how you performed all tournament and then today. And in the final, they were absolutely dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. It's no glory like it was 4 years ago, where they actually played really well. Lamine Yamal's brother in the crowd, celebrating. Love to see it. 2 trophies in international level in 2 years for Lamine Yamal. Wow. Yeah, and Spain, Unai Simon wins the Golden Glove. Mbappe wins the Golden Boot. And Spain win the whole tournament with conceding 1 goal. And that was to Belgium. Wow. That is absolutely crazy. I mean, fair play, Spain. And it was De Catalera in that one, wasn't it, with a goal against Spain? Wow. Yeah, the full-time reaction. Ah, brilliant. Oh, and then some Argentinian players started on Rodri. I think it was Molina. Argentina saw losers there. They had their moment 4 years ago, man. Oh, quite! It really flared up, didn't it? Paredes as well. It really flared up at full time. Well, yeah, that really is bad sportsmanship, isn't it? Argentina. You win some, you lose some. But there's no need to be like that. Argentina just couldn't handle the loss. Yeah, that was the cameras changed, didn't they, in real time? But they showed the highlights there. Yeah, Argentina saw losers there. Saw losers. Couldn't take it. It is a tough pill to swallow, but it's done. You had 125 minutes to make a difference in the game, and they want to do their talking with their fists and not their legs. And they set the stage up now. Set the stage up where Argentina will be walking on first to collect their runners-up medals, to go next to their winners' medals. And Spain collecting their winners' medals to go next to... Well, no one was there from the squad of 2010, were they? But De La Fuente, I mean, what an incredible job. They beat England in the Euro final in 24. Argentina this time. Who's next? Spain, a real force. Paredes and Gavi. I mean, there should be multiple bans of Argentina players at this World Cup. Of course, for the politics banner last time with the Falklands, some of these players today shouldn't have even played, and with them they still couldn't win. And then they embarrassed themselves by doing that at full time. It doesn't look good on Argentina, does it? It does not look good at all. But fair play, Spain. Fair play, Spain. Brilliant. Yeah, they are just that good though, Spain, aren't they? They are just seriously good. Fair play to them. They do deserve it. They've been the best side this year's World Cup. I said it in a few of the videos across. The toughest game was against France, and they made France look awful, didn't they? Right, there we go. Right then, guys, a massive thank you to everyone that has tuned in for all of the World Cup content. There we have it. That is it for the World Cup 2026. In the end, we started with 48. We're down to 1. It's Spain that have won this year's World Cup. In fact, let's write the final score in on the wall chart behind me then. So, Spain versus Argentina. 1-0 after extra time. There we go. And that's the World Cup complete. That's the wall chart complete. And that is another summer tournament over. Thank you very much everyone who has participated across the World Cup by joining the streams, watching any of the videos, the prediction videos, joining with that, the question of the day stuff, all of that stuff. I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. It's been a great World Cup. Probably not one of the best ones, but it's still been a pretty good one nevertheless. A lot of controversy come along with it, and in the end it was Spain's year to win a World Cup. For 16 years of hurt, they've won it this time, and a 1-0 victory does the job again for Spain, and Argentina lose another final 1-0 after extra time. Deja vu for them after 12 years ago in Brazil against Germany. It happened as well. Best game I've ever watched. That's also Lord. Great stream. Thank you very much for tuning in as well, Scrinton. Great stream, Tristan. See you soon. Thank you very much, Swartz. Absolute legend. Thank you so much for your support as well over the World Cup, as well as everyone else I watched. Thank you very much. I will see you in the next one very soon. Back to club football now, and the Championship predominantly. We'll cover content on the channel with Premier League stuff here and there and stuff like that. So, yeah, stay tuned, guys, and let's see what's next for the channel. Thanks once again, and I'll see you in the next one. Congratulations to Spain, our 2026 World Cup winners. Can they defend it in 2030? That's the next big question, but Lamine Yamal will take the main headlines. At 19 years old, he's conquered. There is all to conquer on the international level. Euros 2 years ago, a World Cup today. This kid simply is living everyone's dream. Thanks once again. I'll see you next time very soon, guys. Take care, stay safe. Goodbye.